Who knows, man? Because when you click enter.
I was 18 feet tall right now.
It's almost over.
What?
So it's almost over.
Thank God.
Yeah, we get to talk loot.
You know I love loot.
I gotta get those war chests. I think I'm gonna start doing what I do for the Hot Boys.
What do you do for the Hot Boys?
We just do loot at the end real quick.
Yeah.
Not the actual determinations, but just know what all the stuff is.
Yeah.
So they can talk about it, and they even usually divvy it up right there too. So they can think about it. It's just one of them things. I'm doing just socks today.
What?
Also, can I see that clear bottle? Mine that says Adidas on it. Oh, actually, that Gillette will do. I need some for scent. I feel like I'm sweating Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I drank like 3 bottles last night.
Yeah, how was the rest of the night after I left?
John and I came back here and we were here for like 4 hours.
Oh, I didn't hear you at all.
Dude, and we were like watching loud shit. When I came upstairs to go to bed and I saw your door was open, I was like, holy shit, we had that on like 8 volume and there was like explosions and shit.
I clearly did not hear any of that.
Well, that's cool.
I spent the majority of my sleep in fucking REM and deep sleep, so.
REM and deep sleep.
TTFO'd.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Thank God for tequila.
It's me, Billy-Shayne. Today we're gonna have one less person, as Edwin is unable to join. But I'm gonna run downstairs and get my Xanatar, my little beholder friend,
I'll come talk to him for a second. Hold
and grab Edwin's green lump that he uses on the map, and we'll set up a little effigy so his spirit can.
An effigy? He's not dead. He's just busy.
Well, that's not the person who plays Edwin's effigy. Edwin's effigy. You know what I'm saying?
Edwin's not dead either. He's just busy.
Okay, well then it would be a phylactery or a Horcrux, because
fair,
that little
fair,
rock
fair.
is the conduit.
I'll allow it.
I was about to say, I'm getting my chops busted over here.
I hope they can hear me on stream.
Barely, but everyone hears my defense and sees the distress all over my face as I'm being goaded. But yeah, so we'll get a little Horcrux phylactery station set up so he can send his vibes. He'll be an interactable NPC tonight that people can spend their action points on. I roughly know his spell vocabulary, and for any doubt that I would have, I could just crack the PHB and look at his class.
His class is.
Well, I really don't think you're going to go to Edwin for some level 2 monk stuff.
You never know. We could even put the heart on somebody.
I'm pretty sure everything you guys are going to need starts with R and ends with Esurrection.
Not me. I don't ever need to get rezzed. Might need some healing, but I don't need to get rezzed. Oh.
Chuth is very vibrant and youthful today.
Shoot.
I know
it's because we all
you
slept
can only
in.
see the wisp from the bus down, but
Hi, pals. Hello.
Chuth is feeling it.
I am not vibrant today. Will you turn on the whatchamacallit when you go downstairs?
The water kettle.
Yeah,
The electric kettle.
water. The hot water. And also, will you get my,
Let me check this. Oh, we got Hog Bucket Enthusiast.
Oh, hey, pals. Here,
That means
hold on.
Edwin's watching us.
Let me get on Strizim. Right, Quizzic. God, I am infuriating to listen to speak. Holy shit.
I guess. I don't find you infuriating.
Well, thank you. That's kind.
Rocking a shirt today. The Idle Class. Your boy did the newest issue. You can find it for free around Northwest Arkansas. It's a magazine. I instituted a collectible cover program this time, so there are 3 collectible covers, each by a different artist.
So fancy.
People like Fayetteville legend Gustav Carlson.
Oh, I love Gustav.
Yeah, he's the blue cover.
He's so fun.
And then we also have Octavio Logo of Springdale. Maybe you've seen some of his murals.
Yes.
And then we've got Nicoletta, last name I can't remember, but prominent painter from out of the Ouachita River Valley, or not River Valley, Delta area.
Sure.
But anyway, it's red, green, and blue, RGB, digital color space. Represent, or can you figure out a hand thing for me to do RGB somehow? Give me a sign.
Technically, so this is R in sign language. This is what it looks like.
Okay.
This is a G, and this is an H, but this is a G.
Okay. And
then B is with your thumb tucked.
Okay, so again would be
R, G,
R,
B.
G, B. R,
Whereas
G,
I come
B.
from a light background.
That's cool. And that also works for Thieves' Cant, so if for some reason you meet a graphic designer. I guess you guys do. You guys interact with map makers and other folk.
Oh, tooth. How are y'all doing today, chat? And by chat, I just mean...
I was about to say, I should probably
Edwin.
post on Facebook.
Oh, I'm so itchy. What? What? Can I help you? Do you need to go outside, Tooth?
No, he doesn't need to potty. We were just down there. He's wanting attention.
Ow.
Tooth. Potty.
Tooth.
Well, let's go downstairs really quick. I guess if you can finish this Facebook post.
Sure I can.
Which, if you can just get the body copy done, I'll do the link.
Sure I can.
Come on, Tooth.
Hey Edwin, how you doing today? Sorry, I didn't put lotion on my legs and I'm really itchy. I'm glad you guys are all here to see this. Oh, hi Andrew. I see you too. Nice to see you. What the fuck copy am I supposed to put? SOS. You guys also can see me in my glasses, which I feel like doesn't happen very often. It's because I just got out of bed. B was like, I'm gonna go start streaming, and I was like, oh, I guess I should get dressed. Normally I'm not that lazy. How are y'all Saturday nights? Scream.
He does not need potty.
Did you turn on the hot water?
Oh, no.
It's so big. It's fine, I'll go down and do it. Ah, merci. Oh, stream, look, it's my old D&D notebook that I made. It's very fun.
Alright, let's get Edwin here in the spirit.
And in the chat.
There you go.
Judith is not playing Edwin quite yet.
Here we go.
Hi, Edwin. That's you now. Judith is just flopping around. The Xanatar is playing Edwin today. I don't think we're keyed right, BT Dub.
Well, we are. We just can't see the full frame, see? I'll make the Facebook window smaller for you.
Thank you. You know, I love to watch myself do stuff.
Edwin isn't close enough to me.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. I wrote you some good coffee.
I was about to say, we gotta remember not to put anything white on top of the DMG.
The Dumga?
Yeah, we couldn't see Edwin's icon all last episode because your character sheet.
But that's where I like to put my character sheet.
So I got my cough right. So, we all have sinusitis or bronchitis. We've all got cough rags. We're gonna try and make it good, but to go back to what I was talking about, so
I do.
It wasn't Nicoletta, it's Daniela Nicoletta.
Okay.
Her last name is super cool, but here was her cover. This is the green one.
C'est très bon.
I know that it's a week out, but Sasha Rajewski is doing some great stuff. He's in the community.
So itchy.
You might recognize him from pieces like the Northwest Arkansas Fashion Week cover. But he's recently joined the Ruins of Adventure community, which you can find in our About section of Facebook. And we like pushing our own. And for that matter, if you're a Fayetteville native and you made it out to Axis Lounge last night,
oh yeah,
there was a really cool 90s party that Cade Blackstone, a.k.a. Dylan Dooms, was doing some glitch art at.
Do we have any snacks downstairs? I'm not
We
eating
do.
real food all day.
You have Cheetos. I
Okay.
have tortilla chips.
Okay.
There is also some shit. Frosted Flakes. I have Frosted Flakes.
I love Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
Alright.
are options.
Bye, stream. I'll be back in a minute.
If you do Frosted Flakes, use one of the plastic spoons we have in the packet drawer. Because the metal will clank.
Clank, clank.
Clank.
Wait, that's... Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought about being hateful, and then I decided against it.
Thank you.
Come on, shoot.
Alright, so I'm getting my tokens organized here. So the first thing that we're going to cover here is finishing this goddamn Facebook post. Twitch.tv/Billy-Shayne Jackson. Oof. I do wish I had those magnifiers I bought at Target right now. Alright, and then I'm going to put us in Fayetteville. I'm going to put us at playing Dungeons & Dragons. I'm going to publish. This is how we do it. This is how we hustle. We love you guys, but we got a lot of shit going on. And it can be difficult to find the time to make all the moving parts come together. I mean, there are message threads, there are meetings, there's all these different viewpoints of how to make and expand, selling maps and buying books. It's all trying to be very circular and self-sustaining. Wouldn't that be ideal? And that's what we strive for.
Right, shoes and all some good knees, bud.
Which means Facebook. Please come join us. Our biggest draw actually comes. Oh yeah, I forgot about your massive hoard of cookies. I put my vegetables in there the other day, and I was like, "How are none of these gone?"
Because I'm very careful about rationing, and also I have 2 boxes at work right now. Also, I own like 10 boxes of trefoils because they're the best Girl Scout cookie. Prove my love for what? For Girl Scout cookies?
Hopefully.
I can go bring in all of the boxes I have in our freezer right now.
Oh gosh.
I'm not gonna do that though, because then I'll get.
Please don't.
I'm so winded.
So I'm going over into our digital archive and looking at some of our books from yore, because we've got some loot rolls we're going to do today. And if you were able to buy some of the digital copies back in the day, like I was, or what other ill-gotten means that I can't technically approve of, but we've all been there. Go ahead and open up the Adventurer's Vault from 4th edition. If you're an RoA community member, go into Google Drive and then follow the directory from AD&D to DM Resources, then Treasure. Inside of that subfolder, you'll be able to find all the books I'm interacting with on my hard drive.
Can I have more of those Electro bullets if we get some of those?
Well, I'll be happy to point out to you right now that there's a whole ammunition section.
Okay, but are they the fun exploding bullets?
Oh yeah,
because
they do
fun.
all sorts of things. My stuff is child's play compared to what's in the Adventurer's Vault. So they had everything stacked with class abilities. So
Very fun.
some of them can even be dramatically enhanced to like your sneak attack damage and shit.
Oh, you know, I love to do my sneak attack damage. I haven't gotten to do it in 1,000 years. Can I do sneak attack damage on orcs, hypothetically?
I was about to say, you guys have really just had a hard time finding...
I know! Am I going to be able to do sneak attack damage this day? Hypothetically.
I would say there's a strong potentiality.
Yes!
There are a few chosen orcs that will have certain abilities in sight due to the patron deity of Grumsh. But that requires a ritual in which you rip out your own eye. So it doesn't go to very many people.
That's very badass.
Yeah, I've gotten to play an Eye of Grumsh a number of times now.
I do.
And they're pretty fucking cool.
Also, stream, don't know how you feel about pop music, but Cardi B's new album just dropped, and it is the best pop album I've listened to since Carly Rae Jepsen's first album came out, and I listened to that.
Since Carly Rae Jepsen's first album came out.
Carly Rae Jepsen's a fucking excellent pop star.
What the fuck was I doing with... Oh yeah, I was in Photo Lab. Oh, I was in Photo Lab. Good lord. Fuck Photo Lab. Know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Whew. Alright, got our D&D playlist going in the background finally. Starting off with a little My Dear Frodo from The Hobbit. Okay, so how I do this? Yes? No. Whoop. Alright, gotta get my campaign module here. Set it over there for now. We got our pen and pencil bag. And then I've got my clipboard with my notes, sorry. Just saying random shit for fun, I guess. And what I do is I operate off of a D6. Oh no, Edwin. Sorry, Edwin. Welcome back. He fell. I didn't know he fell. So anyway, I use a D6 and I'll follow the guide here. 1 and 6 are gold piece awards. 2 and 5 are inspiration points. 3 is a minor item and 4 is a medium item. So optimally you want to hit 3 or 4. But you could mix these values up or include more or less. And sometimes I do that when I just really don't feel like doing a lot of work. I'll just make everything gold or inspiration. That way you can keep the pace without having too much stress on your plate. But I'm going to go with the full table today. We have 2 war chests that the group earned last time that we got to get to the bottom of. So what I do for war chests is that there are typically 3 players. So that means a D4 or a D3 if you have one. 1 for each, and then we'll determine how many items come in each war chest. So for this first war chest, 1 item. For the second war chest, 3 items. So we're going to do 4 items total. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't think these war chests were going to be very productive when I rolled that 1, but fuck it. Continuing forward, now we go to that D6 program I was describing. So to remind you of those values, 1 and 6 are gold piece. 2 and 5 are inspiration points. 3 is a minor item, and 4 is a medium item. So I've got 2 dice that are each different color here. I'm going to say white is 1 and red is 2. So item 1 reads 2 for an inspiration point. Item 2 reads 6 for gold piece.
That's mine.
Convenient timing. Alright, so white is 3 Red is 4. White reads inspiration point with a 2. And then red for the 4th reads 5 for inspiration point. So I guess we pulled up the Adventurer's Vault for nothing.
I hate that!
But we still get to roll for some gold.
I do love rolling for gold.
Everybody loves inspiration points. I watched inspiration points get used out the ass.
I don't like inspiration points. I make my own luck.
She makes her own luck, she says. I like inspiration points. I see them deployed in times of great need. It makes me happy to see that there's a mechanic to help people say, like, nah. I started out my Dungeons & Dragons tenure with Star Wars Saga Edition, and they had this system this thing called the Destiny Point, which you could spend for an automatic critical hit.
That's very fun.
It made fighting really shitty, and I always remember thinking, God, there's got to be a better way to do this. Well, there is, and it's called the Inspiration Point for advantage, and that just seems so much more appropriate.
So I went to a gem show this weekend, and I got what all of my fun exploding bullets are going to look like from now on.
That's cool.
Thank you. So it's a clear quartz point, but it has black in the middle. It's very fun.
Let's say it keeps focusing on your face because you won't hold it still. But bring it to where your face is, pretty much. There you go.
I got it. It's very fun. So that's what all of my everything is going to look like forever now.
Very cool.
It's a good rock, right? And I got a bunch of rocks. It's not gonna be a Nikki show and tell today, but I also got this one, which is, it's not actually a rock. It's a big shell that got broken down by or sanded down by the ocean. It's very fun.
Sounds very fun.
Yeah.
So let's resolve this gold piece.
Yes.
I move to a d6 to determine its enhancement bonus. Comes in at a 3.
Ow.
So I use the downtime table for this in terms of gauging how much value. So it starts off at a d2 for times a single integer, a d4 times a 10 integer, a d6 times a 100, and that would be the +3. So we're going to roll it. 3d6 times 100. So 8, 10, that's 1,000 gold.
Take it.
So there was a grand in gold.
Asphodel just called. For one.
Let's find out.
I don't eat my shelf oils, dog. Don't do it. Oh, sans surpris.
What?
Asphodel had to pull over to vomit because her migraine is so bad. So, it may be a stealth mission after all.
All right. Damn.
Dusty.
A migraine, you say?
I
said a migraine, you say?
Yeah. You know, shouldn't joke about vomit.
I feel like, man, today was the nicest day of the weekend. Tragedy strikes.
C'est terrible.
Let it be. Truth, would you like to be invited up into a pallet made of my shorts?
Get up there, dingus.
Hold on. there are some tacks.
Oh, and you're smart enough not to mess with the tax, huh, Jim?
Alright, Biscuit. I'll use your real name for this instance.
I mean, he has a lot of real names. He'll answer to most things. Sometimes we call him Rory. He really likes that one.
Lay down. Go to your bed.
I call him Snog sometimes for Snake Dog, and Asphodel hates it.
And that's a pretty funny point to make.
It's true. Asphodel hates it when I call him Snog. She doesn't mind if I call him Snake Dog, but Snog is too much. I think I just heard the rumble of the garage.
That is correct.
You want me to go check it out?
I hear more vomit. Well, anyway. So, we have the 3 inspiration points as well. And so, Edwin, since you're watching, go ahead and chime in on your inspiration point or not. Or rather, how many you want. And we'll take it into some consideration. I guess now would be
Stealth mission.
a good a time as any to launch into some trivia.
Great. Can I figure out what my dice are going to be first?
I suppose.
Okay.
I feel like that's not a question I'm supposed to say no to.
I could do it.
Loaded.
I could do it while you're doing trivia, but
That doesn't sound very effective because you normally need some processing time ordinarily,
yes.
regardless of an impediment.
I'm just gonna use those, even though they're technically my DM dice. I'm just really hyped that they exist. So
She's just really hyped that they exist.
let me get all 75 of my damage dice real quick.
So when we talk about dice, there's some really cool things happening in the dice world I've seen lately. Probably my favorite has come from this dice company down in Dallas called Artisan Dice.
Oh.
That even make dice marbled from barley and hops.
Ooh!
Yeah, they have some extremely cool designs.
That's very interesting. I think my favorite, and I haven't bought... Hi, hun. Do you want me to just do a stealth mission? Okay. Go to bed.
There's vomit everywhere on the side of the road.
Oh. At least you didn't vomit in your car.
Oh.
All right.
Sorry, pals. I just got a lot. I have to find.
In that case, yes, we do need to rekey. I'll be like here.
C'est
Help balance.
29, 10, 11, 2. I don't remember what 13 is. I was like, okay, I remember 12.
I was like, that probably is what 13 is.
It's not troisième because that's third. 13.
Ooh, a little bit, yeah. Oh. Conveniently, something needs to be on the wall right there. I will let the door swing open.
14. Dixies. Dixies. Or, yeah.
I'm not gonna know.
And then I need plus D8, right? Yes. In D. Attendez-moi. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay. Alright. That's my dice.
Alright, well, let's hop into some trivia time.
Good word.
Shaky, shake, 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 shake.
Yes, sir.
So we haven't,
Oh, this is gonna go very poorly.
or we played with the Hot Boys.
I did very poorly with the Hot Boys.
Earlier, and we did some trivia.
Can you just ask me about, like, the action economy? I'm good at answering questions about that.
But today I'd like to have an emotional trivia.
Oh, boy.
Rather than actual questions. And see if you can remember who I'm talking about and describe what they look like.
Based on how I feel about them?
Based on what you remember from the emotions I'm going to describe of the moment.
Interesting. Do you
Yes.
have a pen or pencil?
I have both.
Oh, good. I just didn't know if the
pen
pen bag was up here. I didn't know if the pen bag was up here. I didn't use my looking eyes.
The
Sorry,
bag is over
stream.
here.
Désolé,
I'm going to
stream.
move the PHB.
The Pudgeba.
You're now designated spellkeeper as well.
I've designated everything. Now is the perfect and only good time to use my Flickr site, you guys.
We've been waiting for a girl like today.
A what?
I tried to make the Foreigner song work. I've been waiting for a girl like you. But, it didn't sound right.
Yeah, correct. One of the things that you'll see me doing on stream a lot is I like to turn all of my dice so that the ones are facing up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to imagine that it helps with the luck process. I super understand that that's definitely a thing that my brain thinks is useful, that is probably not IRL, but man, it does make my little heart go a flutter.
Let me know what Edwin said about the...
He said all of them. He wants to be inspired.
He wants all three of them?
I mean, well, I don't know if that's going to go over particularly well.
Well, you need to call which ones you want right now.
I mean, I want the gold, obvi.
I know. Do you want an inspiration point?
How many things are there?
There were 3.
3 total things?
Yes.
Then I want the gold. Just the gold.
No, I'm saying there were 4 total things.
Oh, okay.
3 inspiration points.
I say I get the gold, and then we each get an inspiration point.
Alright, so you want 1?
Yeah.
Alright.
Seems appropriate.
Mark yours up 1.
Good.
As the only active player here, you get whichever you want.
So now I get... Oh, I now have a whopping 1 inspiration point.
Yay!
1 whole inspiration.
You used to have a whole trove.
Yeah, I spent them during that naval battle, and I just never recovered because I wanted gold more. That's exactly what happened. There was a naval battle where my whole role in the fight was to res people. Every turn it was, okay, I'm going to use an inspiration point to bring back Asphodel. Every time.
That is true. Alright,
Nice,
so...
Yoshi, I'll ask about it.
Trivia time.
Oh boy, okay.
Alright, so the first NPC... he was a kind foreigner, which is strange because you'd thought you'd met everyone in the north, and he shared with you some roasted pork with some peach brandy, and you found him through the use of Thieves' Cant and had a conversation that befuddled Edwin to the core. Who was this NPC?
Oh, golly.
And I'll go ahead and make for all of these, they're going to be worth 2 points if you can remember where they were / what they were affiliated with.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, we've got a shot clock.
A
5,
shot clock? Dusty!
4,
No, hold on.
3,
A fucking, Garen.
2, One.
Garen.
Garen what? Of what?
Of the Old Boar Inn.
And for the third and final point.
He was in... Wow, it would have been really useful if I'd taken better notes, huh?
Well, it's also right behind you.
He was in Oakhurst.
Correct. That's right, we were describing Garen Northrup, who was the owner of the Old Boar Inn in Oakhurst, which we met in the Sunless Citadel, first chapter of this campaign.
Excuse me.
Alright, so that's the first 3 points on the board. Next trivia question is on why this music got so loud. Okay.
Ooh. Sorry. I'm responding to chat.
I feel you. So, the second trivia question is...
The second trivia question is...
He seems to be a prisoner of the system that gave you the heebie-jeebies with his
real dickhole, yep.
racist syntax and creepy overtones. Nonetheless, this pale-skinned brunette and ginger mix was clean-shaven except for some creepy facial hair, which only added to his sketch demeanor that you were all too fond to get rid of when arriving in Blazingdale. Who was this NPC?
His name is Baron Althon, and I can describe him physically. He looks like if Josh Brolin became Mad-Eye Moody. And he's from Blazingdale. You already said it, so you took away my hypothetical extra third point, but he is from there.
Correct.
Ugh.
All right. This NPC, for the third question,
no,
was a member of the Dragon Cult. However, late in the draconic conflict of the rise of Tiamat, he decided to turn and informed the Lord's Alliance through the Zentarum that the Blue Dragon Mask was being withheld.
He sure
nearby.
did.
Who was this NPC?
Man, I'm looking at my very old notes. Not great. Not great notes. All things considered. God, I take such bad notes, right?
Alright, we got the shot clock at
okay,
5.
Hold. Let me find the... Here it is. Okay, wait.
2.
When you count, it makes me nervous.
1. Need your answer.
Archduchess Zariel.
We were looking for Iskander
Alright, listen.
of Zonthal's Tower.
Oh, I almost said Zonthal. Oh, I wrote down Iski. I almost fucking said Iski too, and I don't think you would have given me the point, but I did have Iski.
I don't think I would have either. Alright, so we missed the third and head to the fourth.
Oh, how many more are there?
This is the last one.
Okay. Alrighty.
The original reason that we even found out any information about the Dragon Cult came from this NPC, who followed a monastic way of life and filled everyone's head with whispers of knowledge to change the world. Now a renowned harper that you interact with in Waterdeep, he has been one of your staunchest supporters and advocates.
Laoshin. Or are you talking about Antharfroom?
I was talking about Lao Shin, but what's his last name?
Why do I have all this blank space in the middle of my book? Why did I not write in chronological order?
Who knows?
He is, I just have Lao Shin, and he's a Kartor monk of the...
And we remembered where he was from. I
just kept writing a Monk of Secret Society because I kept remembering that I didn't give a shit as a character.
Well, he was a
About
part
it?
of the Sun Soul, but the secret society he was a member of was the Harpers.
Oh, good to know.
But yes, we had Kartur and the Harpers. So, that concludes trivia with a look back into the past. We got a nice little sum. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 2, 22, 23 benchmarks to go till the first war chest.
Wow, wow, wow. If I get a war chest by myself, can we listen to Cardi B?
No, because if this picks up Cardi B in the background, we're gonna get our audio filtered. And I have a sneaking suspicion that Cardi B is every bit as thug as she sings about, and that shit is probably all licensed up.
But it's so good. Cardi B's new album is head to toe full of bangers, and you guys should all go listen to it as soon as we're done streaming.
And while you're there, hopefully in Spotify, you can check out the playlist we're listening to today by going to Bashanye Jackson and checking out the D&D playlist. Okay. So time for some exposition. We've got the Xanatar here for Edmund, so I'm not going to touch him. Instead, I'm just going to pick up the book and my noteboard and proceed a little more casually than I would in Cavalier. But we're here in Tales from the Yawning Portal, and we're in the second chapter of this campaign, which puts us in the Forge of Fury. And we left our little bit of exposition and dialogue. Apologize. We pop that back in.
It's true.
In the Foundry, after meeting an NPC that went by the name of Magner. Well, Magner was no other than an NPC we've seen before. Magner of Clan Battlehammer, a former character in our community, who's been in the long-standing canon. In the time that we all interacted with this NPC, he was a secret agent to Darwin's Emporium and ran a safe house for 200 plus orphaned children that were going to be exchanged as blood sacrifice to summon Tiamat. So he's good folk, but he's a paladin of Moradin. And it's no surprise that up here in the north he would be here studying arms mastery. This would be at the time when he and his cousin Brunor, future king of Mithril Hall and conqueror of Gauntlgrim, would be just planning their first steps. So he's but a lad in the time we've known him. Here in this campaign, which is in stark and hilarious contrast. Can you look in the fourth drawer and grab Edmund's green dot and Asphodel seashell?
Yeah. Sure can. Ooh. My knees are just not doing it for me today. I sure can't.
Well, that's inconvenient. Let's say not going to be in those others.
Here is one thing that you can use. And I have one more in my...
Let's say I'll just use PC tokens.
Oh, gross. Okay.
Oh, gross.
I don't like PC tokens. They don't have as much style as I want.
Jeez Louise.
You know that I'm a very aesthetically concerned person.
Okay. So, I'll go ahead and read the flavor text of the Foundry again, if you're okay with that.
It's your world, I just kill things in it.
No, you don't. You do other things. Okay. You're specifically in Area 36. Okay. So the overall description of the Foundry reads, Durgeddon's followers lived and worked in a series of carved halls and chambers beyond the Glitterham. Most of this part of the complex was thoroughly ransacked when the Dwarven Citadel fell. Unlike the Mountain Door or the Glitterham, which offer exits to the surface world, the Foundry isn't readily accessible. The area isn't abandoned, though. Undead horrors wait in its darkest recesses, and dwarf-crafted traps still work perfectly well despite their age. In addition, a small number of Dwergar have come here to breathe life into Drageddon's old forges and decipher the secrets of the Master Smith's work. The specific area that the Wisp, Asphodel, and Edwin have found themselves in reads, "This enormous hall is lined with 10 great pillars, carved into forms of giants and dragons, that support a vaulted ceiling, high above at 100 feet. Guttering orange torches set in sconces along the walls illuminate the room, and mighty throne sits on a dais at the opposite end." And I actually have it this time. Check out that dais. Check out that throne.
Ooh, a dais, as my mother calls it.
Really?
Yeah, she says dais.
Gale?
Gail, my mother, says dais.
Alright.
When she receives it read, I'll
The walls were once covered with tile mosaics, but they have been smashed and defiled by graffiti. Tiny fragments of tile litter the floor, and you can see 5 exits. A small fire smolders on the floor beneath the dais, where 6 sleeping pallets currently lie empty, surrounded by packs and supplies. The sound of hammers ringing on iron and steel comes from beyond the doors to the south. Suddenly, a voice called from the shadows. And that was Magner. So that's us here in the Foundry. So this is that fire I was describing.
Yeah.
The pallets.
Yeah.
Each of these columns. And remember, these are like giants, like Atlas Shrugged style shit.
Sitch, yeah.
Along with dragons. And I mean, this is ancient dwarf craft, so I would say it's also got kind of like that Hogwarts sparkly vibe going on.
Ooh, I fucks with that.
And when I say the ceiling is, vaulted at 100 feet, it looks like it could be 100 feet. Imagine all those mosaics. Dwarven mosaics would have been mechanical to move and swarm.
Ooh.
So it would be like looking at like
GIFs.
broken down animatronics or glitchy GIFs of screens like kind of going on and off, and it has kind of this weird vibe to it.
Very fun.
A broken vibe, but these statues are all still retained. And so Magner here watches Edwin and Asphodel go to separate areas of the room, and I'll put action points on each of them as well. Asphodel simply looks around and suddenly says, all of this crafted environment has fatigued my eyes. I must close them for a while and connect with my patron. And she says it really matter-of-factly as she just kind of goes over to this pillar, and all she really does is stand to the side, and at once the beautifully supple flesh of an elf turns to the hard and fortitude-enriched bark of a tree. Almost as soon as that happens, the sparkles, or the jewels on her head sparkle to life, and start streaming beams of light as a nude but amorphous woman appears wearing a very Greco-Istanbul Byzantine style headdress of flora and fauna crowned with
Empress Theodosia.
poppies.
Empress Theodosia Sitch, love it. Okay.
As Cherokee kind of comes out and is like, she may not be down for this, but I think this is tight, she says, is like, looking at the dragons and the giants and stuff. So she's interactable. As that kind of occurs, Edwin is like, I bet there's a way that I can make contact with Magner, and kind of goes over to the other pillar.
Oh, he's going to Elise.
Takes out one of his tuning forks and starts trying to figure out what he could do in terms of making it work. And you see him kind of fall into this extremely anxious monologue about how is he going to get there, and you get the sense that even though he's a big shit here, when he goes to a place where millennia of big shits are, it's a little harder to get in the door. Very Little Dicky in the club from Freaky Friday.
Oh, yeah.
He's been pretty frustrated every time he's gone with trying to go talk with anyone, and to make an appointment in eternity takes a lot longer than you think. So he starts like going over that monologue, but you get the sense that he could be interrupted and rabbit trailed, and you almost get the sense that he kind of like wants that to happen.
Okay.
But he is also a very studious man, and he kind of launches into it. Magner seems really kind of like confused with the brevity of both of them, but since he has all the memories, he understands your guys' role. He would have all of the knowledge of the Dragon Wars and stuff, and so as they kind of go their separate ways, he looks very much like a, whoa, the president just got a call from whatever general or diplomat. This is, you know, them going off to their satellite phones and stuff.
Oh, it's like when George Bush was reading that book to the children.
Not at all. But I appreciate that you remember that happened.
That is a very distinct memory I have from my childhood.
It was very strange being a young
Anyways.
adult when he was president.
Anyways, regardless.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
That's what's going on. So
I
then Magner says at the end of all this, well, if we've got time to spare,
Yeah. We got time.
I think I might require some of your services.
I would love that. Well, what do I get, though, is the question. What is my reward?
Well, since I have all of the knowledge of my other self, I must confess, if you're here in the construct, it means that I'm not real. And these memories I'll never taste. You know, whatever cause I have here in my heart was just something that was witnessed. With that being said, I think it's time that I join the fight again. I have this memory in this dream that I have every night. That Kargas, the leader of the troglodytes that you've met in the Glitterham,
Oh, yeah, we met him. Mm-hmm.
they have a resource that they use to power the hatchery of their eggs. They know not what it is. I know it's true destiny. It's a dwarven jewel known as a power stone.
Mmm! That's canonical.
I have a prompt for her stuff.
Oh, did you get it?
Yeah, I was gonna like use it for the stream. Don't cut your hand up and
Whoops, I probably won't.
I was about to say,
Will you pass it to me?
are we allowed to have that on camera?
I mean it's illegal, but
Is a no?
I don't know.
who the fuck's gonna come take it?
Alright.
Okay, will you make sure?
Yes. From the side it flips out of. Do not have your fingers.
I know how to hold the knife,
No,
thank you.
This is switch button.
What button do I press?
Don't take a break.
Man, it's so cool. Do you just rock that back? No? Or push it up? Bring it back?
Other side?
No, it's not the other side. What am I missing?
Did you break it?
No.
Is the safety on?
Does it have a safety?
Great.
Learning.
Ah!
Oh, okay, so just gotta get real with the pressure.
Stiletto blade.
Stilettos, pumps, in the club. Is that for break the
Skull
windows?
crusher. Well, yes, and skull.
Nice. Okay, give it to me.
It's a World War I device. Okay.
Y'all don't let the rogue have the knife. It's gonna be sad.
2 hands to operate, but we've got a blade. Do you just want to lay down on the couch?
Move your finger. Hold it in one hand. Don't put no.
I don't want this anymore. I don't need this. I don't want that. I don't need this much power. I don't need that much power. I don't need that much power. Don't knock over my drink. If you want, you can go get a blanket from my room. I don't need that much power. Okay. Alright, I'm focused. I'm ready.
Got your... No!
I got this off the porch for you.
Thank you. Did you see your very, very good Christian Dior lingerie that I got you for $2.50 yesterday?
Yes. $250.
No, $2.50.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have very good luck at thrifting and at not getting caught doing things that are not good while I'm driving.
Okay. Asphodel's here in the audience with us live today, so feel free to look for her in the chat maybe later.
I don't have my phone.
Never mind. She's going to be providing some visual support. Thanks for joining us.
You can run my chat.
Okay. Magner talked about the Power Stone
Yep.
Kargoth has
Yep.
to use for his hatchery, and then goes, he'll only give it to you if you're able to take out some orcs.
Oh, buddy.
Now, for reasons that I'm not allowed to tell you, that I think you should know, the road you're on right now ends with a dragon.
In here or in the future?
In the very near future.
Ah!
I need to show you something, but once I show you it, I know you won't turn back. So let's take this last moment to prepare. I have something I can do with that Power Stone.
Uh-huh.
And you're gonna need it.
Uh-huh.
Let us go up to where the orcs are and collect as many heads as we can. Maybe we can ransom the bounty and get it back. But I also know that for what you need Dirgaden's blades.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think there's one down here, but I definitely know there's one up there.
Oh, it's so scary.
The leader uses a long sword,
Okay, leader uses the longsword.
and we can take it back from him.
Alright. Alright, how good are you at being stealthy, Magner?
Well, as you should know it, I'm quite good at being invisible to the right kind of eyes. My sanctuary as a paladin and channeling Moradin's energy into my body will allow me to go invisible to those of evil persuasion.
Good.
It's a time limit. I've got enough spell points to make it work, he kind of says, as he goes to draw his weapon, but you suddenly hear a on like a trombone as it pulls down, because you suddenly remember that he's effectively a child that's just reached his adult size, and he goes to pull his he used a hand axe and a shield. He goes to pull his axe off his belt, and he forgot it was locked, and it doesn't come out, and he's just like, oh, sorry.
So like me, if I had a real gun to hold.
So he has the memories of himself in the future. He thinks he can do all this stuff.
Does he get advantage?
In terms of looking at Magner, this NPC, because of his memories, he's going to have kind of like a Deva expression, and so he's got this ability called Memory of 1,000 Lifetimes. Now, he can only use this once per minute. If he succeeds on his Memory of 1,000 Lifetimes, he will be Magner from the Wall.
Nice! Wall Magner!
If he fails, he's this Magner, which is currently a level 3 paladin.
Oh, he's a dumb baby. Okay. Alright. Dumb baby or very useful.
You remember the
50-50.
shield Magner had in the day? Well, this one
No.
is just a run of the mill steel round shield.
Nice.
It looks like his first forge, so it's also got some kind of fuck ups, but he's also being liberal and adding and experimenting on it, so it's got a lot of first tattoo style vibes of it.
Oh, are you saying something about my first tattoo?
No.
I was saying
I would say yours is atypical because you went for words first.
That's true.
In a non-script.
Oh.
Say most first words are script. I've seen some first tattoos in script. Am I nuts here? I feel like I'm not. Anyway, so that's what's going down. So we're on an orc bounty mission.
Yep. My favorite kind of mission.
Rather than go for quantity, we're going to go for time. And so, because you have plans later today,
I do.
I would say you have 1 hour after you meet with Kargas.
Do you want this or no? No, thank you.
To go and collect as many as possible. If you're able to collect all of them before that, I'll give you a mulligan as well as anything else gained. But I have a feeling that you won't be able to do all of them.
How many are there?
But I've been proven wrong before. Quite a few. Quite a few.
Over, under 20.
Over.
How much? How many? Magner, approximately how many orcs are hanging out in here at any one time? Mongar.
I don't make it to the surface much. As I try to stay down below and utilise my time here with the Dwergar and live as they live. It's meant a lot of fungus. Going up to the surface, well, it's something I use for holidays and as rewards. Time with prayer. And I'm not looking for Orkind in that. I've learned to skirt them, but from what I estimate, somewhere between 40 and 100? Maybe more? Maybe less?
Okay. I hope it's less, but I mean, I've killed a lot of people before, William. B-Dog.
Well,
B-Daisy.
I think first off we should go meet with Kargas. Did you find him on your way through the Glitterham?
Yes, we did. Right?
Did you make kind?
Sort of.
Sort of.
So, you know how Asphodel's real tall right now, Magner?
Oh, I guess, do you intend to talk with either of them?
I would like to talk to Edwin just right quick.
Okay.
So I'll do that now. I'll do that
I
now.
was about to say, Magner and you guys can have a walking conversation.
Okay. Okay.
He'll poise there. Tell me more about it in a moment.
Okay.
He goes to the door.
Alright, sup, Edwin, baby. If
Yes.
I don't come back...
Is this a good impression?
That's a pretty good impression. If I don't come back in an hour... Or, I guess not an hour. You know. If I don't come back...
In 5 to 6 minutes.
In 5 to 6 minutes... I need you to come find me and res me. And I will use an inspiration point on that now if I need to.
Well, I think I can make that happen.
Alright, nice.
And yes, you have to spend it.
Fuck, okay.
If you
Back
call,
to
I'll come
0.
to you.
Back to 0. I literally have not had an inspiration point for more than...
In fact, let me...
Edwin says that your impression is very good.
Let me also give you a level 1 spell.
Oh, nice.
And he casts Augury.
Woo woo woo!
So, of your choice in the next 5 minutes, you get advantage.
Oh, nice.
On whatever attack.
Nice. Nice.
Save throw.
That whole vibe stitch. Nice.
Let the power of the sun guide your motivations.
Okay, I'd like to look at Edwin and say, praise God.
I don't know what that means, but yes.
Praise be.
Alright, so you've got the augury moving as well.
Nice. Alright. So, right before we got here. So
and Cherokee, really quick, as you
love
kind of walk
Cherokee.
up, is I guess bye.
Oh, I guess I should talk to her too. I didn't know if I had to spend an inspiration point in
You do, which is why she's doing that.
Okay, alright.
It's for flavor, not for actual.
Listen, sorry Cherokee, I gotta live. Love you though, boo. Blow her a little kiss. Little kisserino. So, Maggie, Is it okay if I call you that?
I have no memory of you calling me that.
That was an oversight on my point the last time that I met him. So, Mags, let me tell you something. So,
Okay.
right before we got in contact with you, we ran into some troglodytes. We killed some of them, but we didn't kill others of them. And what we did instead was, Asphodel accidentally turned 18 feet tall.
I thought that was natural.
Sort of. And then, in addition to that happening, I set a very fun trap. And we scared the shit out of him. So, not necessarily in a bad way, just in a, like, I need to reevaluate my life choices kind of way.
Okay.
So that's where we're at. He didn't actually see me, he only saw Asphodel, but I'm sure I could, talk about my 18-foot tall hot friend.
This is, it's hard to, process, he says with, like, this really contorted look. And it's important to say that if you want to see a picture of Magner, you can go on to our Facebook. Just follow the link in the About section. But he's a clean-shaven, black-haired, young Gaelic-looking guy, and he just kind of looks really perplexed as he kind of works through it. Well then, I don't suppose that maybe stealing it's on the table?
Listen, I love a good stealth.
I'm at a real hard place with my morality at the moment, in being that if none of this is real, isn't that just my destiny?
Stealing. You know I love to steal, Mags.
Oh, Moradin, help me. And as he kind of says that, because you spent the inspiration point on Edwin, from here, he uses his cantrip, Minor Illusion.
Oh, good.
To, like, create this, like, glowing aura kind of come off of you, as he kind of, like,
is not always bad.
he thinks it's just occurring to him, and so he has to spell save DC this.
Oh boy, that's like a 32, isn't it?
Oh, with a roll of 7, even with that being his prime at +5, that's 12 and is woefully short.
Yeah.
You're chosen. Do you see that? And you look at yourself and nothing is happening to you.
And I just shrug my shoulders and I say, stealing's not always bad.
By Moradin's hammer, we shall forge away. Right.
Okay.
Let's steal away to the hatchery.
Oh, I love stealing.
And
You know I
use
love
your
that.
skullduggery ways and retrieve the power stone.
My most favorite ways. My skullduggery ways.
I must admit, though,
Damn best one.
does that mean that you'd no longer like to go up to the orc world?
Oh, no. I would love to go up to the orc world. Just first, we need to get that power stone, right? Y/N?
Well, that would allow me to try and see if I can use it successfully before we get in the shit.
Yeah, okay, so Y. So yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go steal that, and then let's go fuck some orcs up, because I want to make some cash.
Right then. Alright, so
My
we
dude.
are moving from the main hall back into the statue room.
Yep.
And from the statue room, we're exiting the foundry. I'm going to move Asphodel, Edwin, and this action point off. I'm also going to take the remaining benchmarks, Scootaloot. Because that was an NPC that you activated, you get that benchmark point.
Nice.
Alright, so we're doing this just for a little bit. So we are back to the Glitterham. Okay, and so I've got PC1 and your bullet. We're emerging at area 27
Yeah.
of the Glitterham.
Oh, there's
Going
probably still mail on the
back
floor.
up this staircase.
Uh-huh.
Alright, by this point, Asphodel's no longer 18 feet tall.
Oh, okay. So Asphodel's small again.
Alright, by the time you get to here, there's a massive scorch all
smells like
along the
burnt
place,
mayonnaise.
and it smells, like cooked fat and cooked fungus. What happened
Oh, it
here?
smells so good though. In that case, to be fair, smells like fucking sautéed mushrooms. I'm there immediately.
He kind of looks around and then steps through.
Oh, that was our deterrent,
Alright,
sir.
so from what I know, they're through this way.
Okay.
But I have a feeling that if you made a less than positive interaction, they'd probably set their lizard loose.
Ooh.
Now,
I mean, I don't know that it was less too clear, but I don't know that it was less than positive. I think it was just like nerve-wracking.
then they probably let their lizard loose.
Okay.
That puts us going and more an easier out. Would you rather take your chances making around a wild, bloodthirsty beast with a roaring current at your feet? Or would you rather go the other way, through their territory, try and beat their sight? Or possibly take them out by force in the middle?
I'd honestly rather take my chances with the beast because I don't want to have to kill any more troglodytes unless I have to, because they're family
Well then.
lizard people.
From this moment forward, that's what we're probably dealing with.
What kind of lizard is it? Explain to me more about this Lizzie.
I can't recall.
Ah! Okay.
I've not known to study it up close.
Well, you're going to get a real good chance now.
I have a feeling you tell the truth, Wisp. Alright, so I'm going to pop another cough drop in. Can you read the time real quick?
It's at 4:14. Oh, and then, yeah. 1:11.
It's 1:11?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is a good time for intermission. I need to go get some water. My throat is dry. And, yeah, if you want to hold it down for just a second.
Sure.
So,
chat, WYD today. I did not wake up until 11 a.m. today, which was so nice. I dragged myself up from sleep from the depths of hell. Also, I've been playing Words with Friends, and this lady I'm playing with keeps nudging me when I don't play back fast enough. I'm like, ma'am, I'm busy. I got a life. I can't respond to you every 30 minutes. I mean, every day, I guess, realistically. What y'all doing today, chat? With y'all's lives. Has anybody gone and listened to some new Cardi B? I do. The song with SZA in it is very big mood right now. Ooh, is my... Oops. So, B just started working at a bar, which is great because I get a couple free drinks, which is enough drinks for me. So I go in, I hang out, I have 2 drinks, I eat Waffle House, and then I go home. It's a good time. Okay, I don't know that you will love Cardi B as much as I do, but Cardi B is very, very fun. Cardi B is the sort of thing that makes you feel like you could win a physical fight. Makes me feel like I could win a physical fight. Which I know is not everybody's big cup of tea, but it's mine. I want to feel like I can beat somebody up if I needed to. I did not anticipate this big old lizard thing, but let the record show that I am trying to avoid collateral death. Big old punching hands. My hands are actually really small. My hands are a full knuckle smaller than Asphodel's. Asphodel's hands are as big as my feet. Or I guess my hands are my feet are as small as Asphodel's hands, I guess. So that's that. Also, I like that we have Edwin right there. Right there. And we have Asphodel right there. Being played by her backpack. And then me. By myself. I was supposed to do something before this thing I'm doing tonight, but I haven't done it yet because I've been lazy. Yeah. She'll have a wild and crazy Saturday night. I went to work for a half an hour at 9 p.m. Or I guess it was 8 p.m. But went into work at 8 p.m. for half an hour. And then I left. I got so many cool shit at the fucking gem show, you guys. It was very good. I spent more money than I should have, 100%, but it was worth it. Speaking of, let me look at my bank account and look at how sad it is. I'm gonna leave chat. I also have a Tinder message I gotta look at. Hey. Also, Asphodel says something fair. It's almost 4:20, guys. If you're a weed smoker, smoke that weed. Alright, I'm gonna go downstairs because everybody else is down there and I don't like being alone. Hold on. I'll come look at what you said in the chat first. My sweet, sweet hug bucket enthusiast. I don't know why I did that. That was not what I needed to do. I'm just very blind, you guys. Oh, you watched A Quiet Place? That looks like a really good movie. High key. Like, I want to see that. It's just the wisp. Today. Look, you guys get to see how cute I am. And you can't even see how bad my skin looks from this far away. Nice stream. I will return. Ugh. Ow. My hand just popped. Friends.
Alright, and someone's back, and that someone is me. Sorry we didn't cut to our slideshow. I gotta show the Wisp how to do that. I came back with some cereal. Whee! Got some Frosted Flakes in the house. My favorite kind of flake. Sorry for that long absence. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Let me go check. The pee break going down. Alright, well, here we are in the Forgotten Realms. Doing stuff, making friends, going on missions. Woo! Alright. D&D. D&D stuff. Here in D&D land. It's hard to function without them. Especially when you have food. Like I do right now. All the thoughts I'm supposed to have just fade away to dust. Because that's life. That ain't life. God damn. A combination of the coconut milk with the organic style cereal kind of pisses me off. So I was wanting a much more junk food vibe. And it doesn't have the consistency of I'm down to the last couple of flakes. I'm going all in. Got it. Now for the crown. I have bested the cereal bowl. And now for truth. I hear footsteps. Have you returned?
Yeah. Sorry, I accidentally got distracted.
With what?
Talking.
Cooper.
We're good friends and we haven't seen each other in like a week. Okay, I'm back ready to kill. Let's do it. Okay. Oh. I'd like to use my true sight whenever I get a chance.
Gotcha. Okay, so here we are back in the Glitterham. We've got an NPC, Magner, leading us through the main gallery of what was some very beautiful fungus that has recently been
Harvested?
torched a little bit
Oh.
and harvested at any visible level. So we get towards the end of this fungal grove here, and you see it narrows into a chasm, and you can feel the humidity temperature change as it gets much more wet ahead, and you can hear the water. So from this point is where we'll be going, and we're leaving area 24 of the Glitterham and moving into 25. So
Great. I'm a little bit nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Big old beasts, huh? And just as a reminder, if they're in the ethereal plane,
Yeah.
I can also see them while my true sight is on.
Ta-da.
Ba-bum.
Alright, so a thunderous roar of falling water fills the darkness at the end of this long and low chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And spray seems to make everything slick and wet.
Great.
Magner looks ahead, and he's going to go ahead and put light on his hand axe.
Nice.
Just for a moment. It's like, can you see?
Yeah, I mean, I could see before, but
And then he was like, oh, I didn't know. And then he turns it back off.
Oh, good. We're not gonna spook the beastie.
Do you want to lead?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
So my flicker sight's only for a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't want to use that yet because they can already probably see me when I'm coming. A, and B, too, I want to use that with the orcs because I'm not about to get fucking killed by an orc today.
Okay.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
So she's moving through the long cavern.
30,
You can see
35.
the carrying slopes. Well, hold on.
Okay.
Carrying slopes of the water. A fast stream rushes along the center of this cavern, emerging from beneath a crude dam of rock and mud from somewhere as it carries very low but dense sediment. It disappears into a dark shaft after seemingly doing a winding path. So over here to your left, you see it pouring off and going down, who knows how many hundreds of feet, or
Can
possibly
lizards
less.
swim?
The smooth cavern floor slopes down towards the stream, and much of the area immediately north is covered with a thin layer of slime. It's making the floor very slippery.
Ugh.
Alright, so I need you to make a DC 15 perception or survival check.
Okay. 17.
And that was with a what?
Well, it was with a 3, but I have this ability as a rogue, where anything that's below a 10 becomes a 10. Any roll that's below a 10 on a skill check becomes a 10. And I have a +7, so 17.
Alright, that is success. You're able to appropriately identify this trap.
It's a trap.
Okay. It's a slippery slope.
Slippery sloppery.
And the water is swimmable, but it is difficult to make it via swim.
Is there any...
Standing would probably be the best way.
Is there anything on this side that I could anchor a rope to?
As you look towards 20, go ahead and make another perception check.
That is a 21.
Alright, so that was a 14 on the die, plus 7 is 21. The swift stream passes over a steep slab of bedrock in front of a short passage. The cave beyond might be long and low with an uneven ceiling of maybe 10 feet. Emerging from the southern end of the room is an enormous white-scaled lizard.
Ooh!
Or a white-scaled lizard.
A lizard.
That lunges and snaps. It looks as though it would ordinarily have a sturdy chain to attach around neck tethers, but it's not there anymore.
Great.
This agitated creature twists in frustration with its tail lashing.
Oh, can that lizard not swim?
It's less that it can't swim and more that it's starting to smell you, even though it cannot quite lay eyes.
Yeah. And you said it's white-scaled?
Yes, because you're looking from behind this rock, like forward.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Okay, so what... I wish I remembered the kinds of dragons, because I feel like that would help me. I can't remember if white is ice or not, because if white is ice, then the likelihood that that motherfucker's going to be vulnerable to fire damage is pretty high. So actually, that's...
The white is ice. The white is ice.
The white is ice?
I was just singing a song.
Oh, okay. So, alright. Who knows? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop out an alchemist's fire.
Yeah?
And I'm going to throw that sumbitch.
Alright.
Over there.
Well, before you do
Past
that,
him.
I've lost my computer mouse.
Oh, it's up there. Sorry, I was using it. It's less of a loss than me, more than I took it without asking.
That's so funny.
Throwing one of those sumbitches, as I say. You gonna give me some mood music? I feel like water is happening, and I feel like now would be an appropriate time for Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates.
Alright, so...
So no, he does not agree.
You gotta look up his little stat block here.
That's gonna be 4. Is it an ice? Can you tell me?
Not without any sort of check.
Can I make a nature check?
I can either confirm
I would like
or
to make a
not.
nature check. That's a 22.
22. I feel like I'm just looking around it. I'm gonna keep looking until I find it. I know it's gotta be here.
But is he an ice?
I would
Lizzie?
love to tell you more about him when I find him. I'm sorry that they don't include the creatures at the back of the book.
Do they not?
They do on the PDFs, which is why the PDFs are dope as fuck.
Hi, my name's Nikki and I like solve all of my problems with destruction. I guess the Wisp is more accurate, but that's true of me in my personal life also, so.
Okay. Maybe it is in the back of this one. I would be shocked.
Do you want me to check Volos for it?
That, I mean, it's possible. No, it's not, because Volos came out after.
Naked. That sounds like me when I just get into a fucking mood.
Son of a bitch it is.
Ah. Tell me more about this lady man.
So if you want to find this, you'll be on 236 of Tales from the Yawning Portal.
This lizard. Hit it like a lizard, but a loser.
This giant subterranean lizard doesn't have anything to do with dragonkind, and the white skin is from an albino mutation.
Oh no! I'm killing one of the special.
And in terms of it having any vulnerability to fire, it probably would respond to any type of damage normally.
Okay.
As it has a scaly body that is ultimately soft flesh because of its subterranean.
Oh,
origins.
am I killing like an axolotl situation? No, he would probably kill me first.
Anyway, this token isn't even as big as it should be for it. It's
Great.
one size class larger than that.
Great.
So it's actually huge. Yeah, it's literally huge.
Great.
So that would put it at 20 to 30 feet.
It's so
Tall.
big.
It's pissed.
Well, I'm pissed too. Damn. Axolotls will just regenerate, so that makes me feel better.
What a weird fucking thing. Okay.
What that I
Yeah, this creature.
What is it called? I
It's
rolled
called giant subterranean lizard.
Okay, I rolled a 22 on my roll, so.
Well, that's a benchmark point if I ever heard it. You don't like this one?
I'll take it.
Alright, so anyway,
Okay.
you've noticed the trap up the slippery slope.
Yeah.
You've discovered this giant subterranean pissed off lizard. You had initially started to use your bonus action to withdraw, or I'm sorry, to use a free action to draw out one of your alchemist fires from your bandolier, but it looks as though that has been paused.
Well, it does a lot of damage, plus it would do sneak attack damage, right?
You were currently unknown. It would
Okay,
seem.
so in that case,
Otherwise,
it's
I
gonna
think
do
you'd be
like
fucking
30 d6 damage, so yes, still gonna use my alchemist's fire.
Alright, so it leaves the bandolier and sails across the room. That has a max range of 25 feet. At 5, 10, 15, 20.
I want to throw it a little bit past it, if possible.
It is not possible.
Okay, it's big. He a big man. Okay.
Remember I said the ceiling's only 10 feet tall.
Oh yeah, so he's like squished
emerging.
in there.
He's not squished, it's just doing the typical lizard wrap around.
Yeah. Okay, alright. Do I need to make it?
You do not. It was just saying that from here, where's the radius of the explosion? How big is it?
It is a 20-foot radius, so it would get to here.
5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10. So it's going to have this blow forward. 25, 30. It will extend to here.
Okay, can I move back?
Can I confirm?
Okay, well, I'm moving back. Alright. There you go.
So that puts the throw at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you can make an athletics check to try and throw it that extra bit. But this is effectively the same distance as it was before, so you'll be safe.
Okay, great.
Just helping you understand the physics of the arc.
What would my athletics check be?
To get an extra 5 feet, you gotta beat a DC 10. See a 2, which becomes a... Or is that skill check? Yeah, it's a skill check.
A skill
so
check.
it becomes a 10.
Yeah.
But then what?
It's It's -1, so that's a 9.
So that's a 9. You were unable to get that extra 5 feet.
That's fine. I'll just throw it at the
Your
bank.
shoulder hurts
I'll just throw
as
it at
you
the
wind
bank.
it back. Alright, so you throw it short, lands on the bank, explosion. It makes a save throw, which
It's not going to do
I
very
have disadvantage
well.
on.
Good.
What do I have to beat?
A 20.
That would be a 7 plus 8. It's 15. Failed.
Okay, so
I
we have to
then
go to the crit
pull out
table.
the critical table.
I do double damage.
So again, this is the critical damage table that you can buy on Drive-Thru RPG or the DM Guild.
The Dumga.
Extremely useful. So I'm going over to the fire table, and I'm ready to confirm this critical hit with a roll of her d20.
17.
17.
Ooh-wee mama.
It's described as Hellfire. Max damage,
So
then roll an add, then minor, and then additionally, it's on fire.
Oh, good.
And then what was the enhancement bonus to the weapon?
+4.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it'll take 10d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turn, unless it drops prone in water and uses more than 5 feet of movement on all of its body. So it would have to completely submerge itself in the waterfall.
Okay, so it automatically does 12d6 splash. I'm using this as my sneak attack, so that also automatically does another 16d6.
So on the max damage from the damage die alone.
Oh, it's dead.
Well, how much damage is it?
12 times d6 plus, or I guess 28 d6. So, help me with some math, chat. What's 28 times 6? That would be 24 plus 120. 144 is the initial roll, but I get double on that, right?
Hold on. You okay?
Carol wanted to talk about my acne for 25 minutes.
Oh boy.
Did y'all see Black Jeopardy on SNL?
No, I haven't seen
Or
it,
not
the
the
new
new one.
SNL yet.
T'Challa from Wakanda is on it.
Oh, good. Got something to look forward
I'm
to.
so fucking drugged. I just needed to tell you that.
Good. Okay, so that would be the base damage. It would double, right? Because I get double damage.
So what's the double damage from again?
The double damage is from the Death Strike ability. So he had to make a Constitution save throw, which he failed.
Oh wait, I didn't do that yet. My bad.
No, you did. You got a 15.
I did my dexterity based save throw.
Oh, yeah. Let me rephrase. You need to do that.
11!
Okay. Solid. Cool.
That was
So,
with a +9. The fucking sucks.
double damage.
So yeah. So that is a total of
So,
what?
28 times 6 times 2. So that would be 288 damage. Plus I have to roll again, right?
Don't worry about it. It had 198 health points, and it has been crested. The explosion literally rips the body of the subterranean lizard like it were a bag of popcorn in the hands
Gross.
of Andre the Giant. The lizard cooks almost immediately, and there is blood, membrane, mucus all over
boy.
the inner part of this cavern
Oh boy.
as fire and smoke floods
No.
either way. Because this did torch organic matter, there is a massive amount of smoke in this area now. And if you do not have a method of respiration for every 5 feet you move into it, you have to make a Constitution-based save throw. Or get sick or asphyxiate.
How fancy does my respiration device need to be?
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a device, but you need a way to circulate oxygen.
Right, okay. So, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah?
Is once I get close enough to the water, I'm going to dip my headscarf, and one end of my headscarf in the water, and
Okay.
use that as my respirator. Because I think that works, right? And then, So what I'm going to do is, well, because I can't. I know what I want to do on my next turn, but I've already used an action, and I've already used all of my
this
movement.
slime is gone. The fire.
Oh, good. Okay.
The fire cured the land of its slipperiness.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use my bonus action to dash.
First blood.
5, 10, 15. Going to dip my.
Okay, so make 3 Constitution save throws versus a DC 10.
Okay. Success. That's a 21.
Okay.
That is a 19.
All right.
And that is a 13.
That was a 2 on the roll, so damn, you really gotta get a 1. So far, moving through the smoke. Keeping it together.
Bye, Edwin. Bye, Edwin.
Bye, Edwin. Xanatar will be here watching for you. Okay, so you dip your headscarf and it is effective at keeping stuff from going into your mouth as fast. So now only every 10 feet you'll have to make that check.
Okay,
The river is still very much here.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, because I assume that's where I need to go because that's a closed situation.
Well, you don't know it's closed.
I mean, if it got a blowback...
In terms of like that lizard being gone, I'll say you detect the glint of metal.
Ooh! Oh, there's treasure. Oh, I do love treasure. Okay, there's treasure. The unblinking eye of Edmund is upon us all. Okay, how difficult terrain is the water?
Hazardous.
Well, what I'm going to do on my next turn, in that case, is throw my rope of climbing over there, and I'm going to get in that water.
Gotcha.
I'm not
So,
playing that game
Magner
today. Oh, and when Magner gets over
catches
here,
up.
I'd like to say, hey, I have a rope that will let us climb over this water, so you don't have to worry about trying to swim. My little dude. He's not even listening. Okay, bye. Bye.
Kind of in a Gimli fashion, instead of saying nobody tosses a dwarf, and he's more to the tune of like, dwarfs don't tightrope walk. Well, we do, but not my kind.
Okay, buddy.
He's good at tightrope walking too, but he's much better at jumping.
Ooh, yeah, he's gonna do a little run and jump. Oof, is he much better at jumping? No, Magner! You dumb idiot!
As he lands in
You
the water,
dumb idiot.
his feet are quickly swept as he's forced to make a strength-based save throw, which he succeeds.
Okay.
So I'm definitely in the water, and I'm grabbing onto the embankment, and I've got a solid hold, but I'm like obviously just wet. It was a fail moment.
I would like to look over at him, the most like a mother that it is possible for me to look over and say, how did that work out for you, bud?
Oh.
Dusty!
And as I got over there, I failed my asphyxiation, so I'm stunned.
Dumb idiot. Jesus. Okay.
So I not only failed, but it definitely looks like I might keep failing. As I'm not responding.
My dude.
And you can hear him coughing and gasping.
My dude. Now I have to stop
We
and
then
save
get
you.
to how I would spent my action. No, I can't because I'm stunned. We get to the wisp.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do with a very superior look on my face. I'm being full asshole right now. I'm going to throw my rope of climbing over to the other side, and it will...
snakes.
It is a magical item. And so I'm going to climb over that with an acrobatics check.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, or... I'm sorry, 10, 15, 20. DC 20.
That is a 29.
Alright, and using the rope of climbing and your deft footwork,
Oh my god, I'm gonna get a war chest, guys.
you cross the river and land on the other side of the embankment where Magner is struggling to hang on.
Okay, so.
That was 15 feet.
Excellent. So, I would like to readjust. Just to be a real fucking self-satisfied son of a bitch. I'd like to readjust the rope so that Magner can grab hold of it when he is no longer stunned.
Alright, so go ahead and make an athletics check versus a DC 5, 10, 15 for either a foot flick or a wrist flick.
Why can't I make a sleight of hand check? Because I'd be throwing rope around.
That's what sleight of hand is for. If it was a card trick, or the magic ropes in your hands, yeah.
The magic rope is in my hand.
You know what I'm saying.
I'm so bad at athletics.
Here we go.
Oh!
That's a juicy natch.
I could not tell you guys last time I succeeded on an athletics roll.
War
I
chest.
could not tell you.
I got the war chest there.
Very proud of myself.
Okay, so you foot flick it over to Magner. And it's still your turn.
Alright, so how many feet of movement did I just use?
How many feet of movement? You did 15.
Okay. 20, 25, 30, 35.
Alright, so make 4 more Constitution save throws versus DC 10.
Okay.
We know that you have to roll 1 to fail, so that's all I'm looking for.
Succeed.
All it is XP.
Succeed. Just barely. Whew.
Alright, so you move inside and see the following.
Treasure,
Iron
treasure,
chests.
treasure.
That are unlocked, have been sealed to time and heavily calcified. After, kind of giving them a kick and a crush with the butt of Angus, you see that the lids can be pried with a crowbar.
Oh, great. I got one of those.
Pull out the thieves' tools.
Yeah, can I check for traps first? I would like to check for traps first.
Okay.
And
It's
that's
the
my stealth.
investigation.
That's my...
Oh, yeah, stealth.
Okay. So that's my stealth plus my thieves' tools?
Well, you said you didn't want to pull them out.
I mean, I would like to pull them out and then check for traps.
Okay, so bonus
Baby.
action to retrieve thieves'
Let
tools.
me clarify. So that is going to be a... what's 10 plus 29? 39. Magner!
Magner's still holding on, but he's still stunned.
My dude.
So anyway, proceed. You've got your thieves' tools out. You wedge the crowbar in and start
with a
moving
39.
it slowly. As you pop the lids off, there are no traps.
Nice. 39.
Alright, inside you find the following.
Yes, tell me all about it.
2.2k gold.
Woo!
And potion of spider climb and a potion of water breathing. Labeled with a spider and a mountain on one and wind and water on the other. Elemental symbols.
Nice.
Very rudimentary. Alright.
That's my turn.
Let's see how Magnum does.
My dude.
Hey! I'm not stunned. I'm able to move back up.
Hey, don't forget my rope.
He grabs the rope
Thanks.
and brings it back, and that's his turn. The wisp.
Okay, this is a closed chamber. Lots of treasure in here. This is a closed chamber. Good to know. Alrighty. So, also, has Magner made himself a little ventilator system?
No, he's just running through it.
I'd like to... Can I tell Magner to dip his...
Can I confirm or not?
Okay, Magner, I really think that would be a good idea if you just, dip something in this water and put it over your mouth, because I don't know how much you know about smoke. You are dwarves and work in forages, so I would assume that you would know this already. But just in case you don't, dip something that is made of fabric into the water and put it over your mouth and nose, and it will keep you from having to make as many save throws.
Well, I already have advantage to my save throws because of my ace.
Oh, okay. Alright. That's fine.
But
Just trying to help out.
from what you say, I'll trust it. He rips off a band of his linen, pulling around his arms, and dips it and just kind of wraps it real quick around his face.
Nice. Okay. So now I'm going to move. Going to, again, use my rope of climbing.
Okay.
To get over here. Acrobatics check versus a
5,
DC.
10, 15 would be 10, 20, 25.
That is a...
It's an 8 on the die, so it becomes a 10.
Damn it. That is a 22.
Alright, so your movement can only afford you to get to here, as it is particularly
Wobbly.
precarious.
Okay. That's fine. I'd like to dash.
Alright. Looking to get a DC 15 this time.
Okay.
You can't dash, you activated the rope. Oh, your bonus action, continue.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Alright, that is a 27.
Alright. 27 gets the job done. As you proceed, you've moved 5 feet of your dash movement.
Alright, I'd like to move the remaining 15 feet slowly, carefully, sticking to the shadows.
Okay. So take another step up, another 5 feet. See, floundering through the cold, swift stream, you emerge into a huge cavern.
I
The
didn't
ceiling
flounder through anything. I didn't get wet.
must be 30 feet overhead, and the far end of the cave is lost in darkness. A foul stench assaults your nostrils immediately, and the remnants of butchered game animals hang from crude wooden stakes along the cavern walls. You spot a pair of orc corpses treated in the same fashion.
Nice. Loves it. Okay. Nice. Alright. So, good to know. That's where I will end my turn.
Okay. One moment.
I would like to move so that I'm against a wall. As usual. As is my prerogative. I wrote nice, and I spelled it 4 different ways, and only one of them was correct. Wowie, wow, wowie.
Wowie, wow, wowie. Damn.
Not great.
Okay. So, you see that over here, and nothing up to your left other than you see a hole where the river is coming through, but this seems to curve back.
Okay. Cool.
And you have True Sight on?
Yeah.
And True Sight allows you to see what all again?
It's on page 185 of the PHP.
Page 185 of the Player's Handbook, you say.
I can see to 60 feet in normal and magical darkness. Invisible creatures and objects automatically detect visual illusions and succeed on saving throws against them. That's very cool. And perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, I can see into the ethereal plane.
Okay, well then, you see the white outlines of 2 troglodytes against the wall, guarding their game, in the same fashion as the orc tunnel, over on the right.
Okay. So, over here is where the game and the orcs are.
Yeah.
Okay. And then over here, I'm assuming there's a cave. And then up here there is another...
Well, that's where we came from. That was 21. We came back through here.
We came out through 22.
Well, I mean,
But-
yeah, 20.
okay.
There was 2.
Same thing. Got it. Okay. Haven't seen anybody who looks like Kargas, right?
I mean, the troglodytes all kind of look alike, and you never saw Kargas.
Asked what else saw.
Yes.
And I
But
assume that she would have told me.
judging off the description, these don't seem to match it.
Okay.
But
Alright.
You've been treating it like I'll know it when I see it, kind of thing.
Okay. Yep. Like porn. Okay. Alright. I mean, Magnar's turn, isn't it? No?
Okay, so he tries to cross.
He can use my thing if he wants.
25. Well, I got halfway. I'll use my action to dash. And just be like, I need a moment.
That's what I gave you.
He's using it.
Oh, good. Good.
Alright,
Okay.
so we're back to the Wisp.
Okay. 5, 10. I would like to give a little salute, a little acknowledgement over to those 2 Troglo guys.
Well, they're doing like they were doing in the other room. They just look like the wall. Their skin is camoed to the stone. They're just kind of like looking like alligators, essentially.
Yeah, that's fine, but I want them to know that I seen them. I done seen them.
All right, so you point at the
Can't
troglodytes.
surprise me.
Okay.
I do. I like to feel one of those.
You gonna roll or?
Oh yeah. Is this a?
Sounds like an intimidation to me.
Maybe it's a deception because I don't really understand how they work. Okay, so that would be a 29.
Yeah, we both failed, so they're both intimidated.
Okay. Yeah, just stay the fuck away from me. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Am I right?
So it's a 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
Looking left, you see a long, extending cavern that goes to a door with an outcropping about halfway down.
Okay. I still haven't seen Kargos, and I would really like to have that power stone, but I bet I'll find it. Okay. I would like to move my additional. You said 25 feet. I'd like to move an additional 10 feet. And then I'd like to do a bonus action to dash. Except what's in there? What's in there?
Alright, as you turn the corner, this passage opens up into a high cavern that has 3 narrow twisting passages that lead upward into the darkness. Numerous rock columns rise and meet the stone overhead, and the air is thick with troglodyte stench. The floor is littered with refuse from the monster's meal, gnawed bones, and of dubious origin. Something is scraping and hissing in the dark.
Huh. Something is scraping and hissing in the dark.
Like the soft padding on scaly feet of rock.
Oh.
Go ahead and do an investigate check for me.
Ooh, golly, I sure can. 21.
So the troglodytes are anchored onto the wall, and everything. But you see here with this R token I have marked.
Yes.
Right there?
Yeah.
Here on the map. Embedded amongst all of it, pulsing with energy, light, and other kind of signs, is a stone, maybe about the size of from here up to my fist. And it is a pure canary-style quartz geode that is perfectly round, not faceted.
Wild.
And within it, Morden's symbol of that flame, a flame seems to burn from inside the rock, keeping everything warm. There has to be at least 12 troglodytes, all kind of positioned along this cavern, as they must be in full alert. I guess I say 12, there should be -3, 9. 9 troglodytes, and they're guarding their young, which are also placed within some of the other alcoves, and they must be being warmed by that stone that's embedded in the wall. To your right, there is a door, and as you kind of look up and through the cavern, a lot like alligators, the troglodytes start hissing at you, letting you know that's like, take a step, see what happens.
Alright, yeah. If you want beef, come get it raw. Okay, I don't have... Wait, I do have Mage Hand as a cantrip. But it's more than 20 feet away from me, right?
Yeah, it's at 20 feet.
Okay, and Mage Hand you can... Guys, this is literally the first time I think I've ever used a spell on it. So, get your clipping fingers ready, because this has never happened before and will probably never happen again.
Oh shit, we got Vin.
Yeah. Oh, it's 30 feet. Oh, great. Okay. A spectral floating hand appears at a point you choose within range. The hand lasts for 1 minute or until you dismiss it. The hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away from you or if you cast the spell again. You can use your action to control the hand, you can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, store or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour the contents out of a vial. Excellent. Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah?
I'm gonna cast... This may backfire very, very badly on me, but we'll see. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Do the troglodytes speak Draconic?
From what you experienced earlier, no one talked to them, did they? Only Edwin.
Asphodel talked to them?
Oh yeah, Asphodel's the only one that... so yeah, she imparted on you that they know Draconic.
Okay, solid. Okay, so here's what I'd like to say. Sup, y'all. I ain't trying to take your babies. I don't want to hurt you guys. I promise. Like, I don't want to hurt you guys. I know it's like, there's a whole lot going on. I heard there was a big spooky scary ghost goddess lady in here earlier. I'm not trying to mess with that. I just want that stone. Can I have it, please? I will leave you guys some gold.
Alright, let's see your roll for persuasion.
Oh, good. That is a 22.
Okay, here we go.
Fuck!
1 thinks you're full of shit with that juicy knowledge. 2 think you're full of shit. 3 think you're full of shit.
Okay.
Alright, 3 of them, you get the impression are like, hell nah. And the other 6 are just like, what? But you definitely get the distinct impression that that's not cool.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna take this then. I appreciate you guys. I would like to drop that 2,200 gold.
Yeah.
In exchange. And I'd like to use Mage Hand to grab it.
Alright, you empty your bag of holding on the floor and drop a large amount of coinage all over the ground. That makes an extremely loud sound.
Okay.
I mean, this is you pour the gold out. As they just pour all over the floor. It's landing all over bones and stuff. And I mean, pouring out 2,000 gold. You Scrooge McDuck their hole with your bonus action. And then as you put it back on your hip, you point your hand forward.
I go
and
like this,
spectral
and another hand
energy.
comes out.
What's it called? What's it colored?
It's gray. It looks like
Okay.
smoke.
Okay.
That's what we're going for. We're going for a very smoke aesthetic, you guys.
Alright, so smoky hand moves forward like ink in milk and grabs the stone and pulls it out. And as that occurs, just like
I still have movement,
alligators,
so I'm running.
just like alligators in the water,
I still have
the
30 feet of
swarm
movement.
starts,
It's time to go.
and you hear a noise coming from this door, and the door throws open, and
Okay.
inside you see
Oh, this is a
coming
bad
out.
decision.
Is nobody. But with your true sight, you see that a massive troglodyte with special spines,
so that's
battle
Gygax.
scars, and all these
Good,
other
good.
things has made himself invisible and is standing here at the door.
Okay. I would like to say in Draconic, hey, Kargas, listen, I'm trying to get rid of all of the orcs, and I need this to do it. I will bring it back, I pinky promise. Or whatever you guys got if you don't have pinkies. Can I persuade him?
Nine.
21.
I mean, he looks totally perplexed that you can
I'll
even
bring it back.
see him.
I called him by name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
And because of what he saw earlier and experienced the explosion earlier, he takes what you say as like a warning and screams to his people not to move if they value their young and to protect the nests at once.
Oh, thank God. Also, my friend is coming. Let him through, please.
While at the same time that that he like says that to them, you can see him like stepping forward, and he's just like, I don't know what you are. I don't know where you come from. You've destroyed my people.
I haven't destroyed anybody.
You've invaded our home.
That's fair.
And now you're taking
I'm gonna bring it back.
the
probably.
one thing that we've built a life on.
I'm gonna bring it back.
I
will shake hands with him.
Let's go ahead and roll again.
21.
I also got a 21. Roll off base, no mod. Damn it!
Woo!
Crit failed.
I'll bring it back, Kargoth. I would like to bring it back if it's possible. For the record.
Your answer seems to land a little bit as he's, definitely looking at you, a lot like how he was having to look at Asphodel, because, you look weird as fuck. Even the few amounts of your face that I could see, I literally can't see any of your face right now, Wisp. You've got cloth over your mouth, these giant magical glasses,
I look like a bug.
A tactical war suit on for stealth operations.
A spooky bug.
Yeah, no, he has no idea what he's looking at. And you're holding the power stone with a spectral hand.
I need to go.
And he's just like, Can you tell me what this is for? Why are you doing this to us?
So, I'm trying, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I am trying to help you. I'm trying to get the orcs out so that you guys can be safe and have your children. Once I get this situation dealt with, I'm leaving. We're leaving. And we won't be back, and you can have this whole fucking cave to yourselves. Dude, I want to help you. Help me help you.
You got a 19.
I got a 26.
Alright, and the rule of 3 cements his assistance as he is just like, I cannot tell whether you are an angel or a devil.
Yes.
But whichever you are, we have no choice but to trust you. And he just looks really upset that he has to go with it. And he's like, but mark my words.
Is there anything?
If you cross us, where do I find this info out?
Also, Kargas, is there anything else that would help your babies gestate that would give them that warmth that I can provide you, my dude?
He doesn't really know how to answer that at this time. Ultimately, he is a warlock ability, or he's a warlock base caster, so he threatens you with his patron, whose name I can't find right now. Okay. But he's like, if you cross us, patron X will rain fury upon you.
I will try my ding dang darndest not to, my dude.
Alright, so you have acquired the Power Stone.
I have acquired the Power Stone. Look, I have a physical representation of the Power Stone, sort of.
Very cool.
Not quite.
Alright, so now what would you like to do?
Now I'd like to wait for Magna to catch up.
Hey.
Bring my rope! I don't know that he could hear me, but I do want him to bring my rope back.
Moradin's hammer, you found it!
Yeah, so buddy, we gotta go. I don't know where we're going, but we got to go now. And we should probably try to bring this back. Also, secondary question, Magnar.
Yeah?
In a hypothetical world, it would be super cool if you could throw these dudes a bone, literally. And help them figure out an incubator situation that's not a Power Stone.
Well, with this back in my possession, in the memory of 1,000 lifetimes on the cusp, maybe there is a way I can engineer something.
I believe in you, dude. You should help these guys, because they're not bad. And then I would like to, as we are leaving, I would like to say to Kargas, he's also going to be working on this for the next a whole bunch of years, so that you guys can have something that's sustainable, that's not going to get potentially taken every time that an adventurer shows up, you know? I want your kids to grow and be happy.
So he heard probably about the first 5 words of that.
Okay.
Because you kind of like continually monologued it to all the other troglodytes as you kept walking.
Yeah, that's great. Perfect.
You got a feeling the gist was received.
Okay, good.
Alright, so we proceed to the third.
Because I don't want to kill them, necessarily.
Third and final map.
I just don't want them to fuck with me either, you know?
Alright, so I gotta actually figure out where 15 goes to. Do you come up through that staircase that I may not have?
So that's how you do diplomacy. Take notes.
Okay. Oh, that is so funny.
What?
I didn't finish drawing that map. But I'll just put... I can't put you in where it tells you that you come in from, but I can put you in the next closest area.
Okay.
Conveniently.
Nice. Where's my...
Alright, I guess you'd have a choice. Would you want to head towards the light? A stronger light or a more ambient light?
I'm gonna go more ambient light and go around the back. Do a little ambush type situation.
Alright, you both move up to barrels as I read the following description.
Okay.
So you went up a big ass staircase. I showed you that's what it was, a hole in the ground.
Oh yeah, big ol' staircase.
And then wandered through a couple of caverns and passageways just filled to the brim with loot. Most of it sundries, tools, sundries and tools of common craft and make.
Not important. Okay.
Definitely cleaned over of all the super valuable stuff, and it's more like being in a storeroom or a warehouse.
Okay.
They've just filled all these cavern halls. A lot of the cavern halls would have show the areas that they were extremely well magically crafted, but other areas are just like, oh, this was definitely explosion or war rot, and a lot of those caverns are war rot. It looks like worm burrows. So here in Area 8, haphazard stacks of crates, barrels, sacks, and bundles crowd this long cavern. To the north, 2 finished stone passageways seem to open east-west, and a narrower opening goes south. In the southeast corner, as you pass on the way in here, is an old well full of murky water.
Ooh, I don't want to get too close to that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Now...
Maybe you just missed a very cool thing, but that's okay.
Okay. This area seems ripe territory for secret doors and
ooh, I get to see all the secret
other
doors.
Stuff.
I see all secret doors that I'm within 10 feet of because I have the Dungeon Delver feat.
Alright, so with the Dungeon Delver feat...
Haha!
I was like, where's my bag? Dungeon Delver feat.
Look at that homework point.
She gets that homework. Proceeds forward. So, passage to the south that branches in a Y shape. It connects to another area. And there's a secret door that might be on the other side of it. If it looks like this area is more makeshift, you definitely get the sense that there might be something hidden on the other side where that light's coming from. Similarly, there are hexes marked and curses marked in Orcish, which seem to be done over in a particular area more than others. Here,
Nice.
on the wall ahead. Currently, no orcs
I speak orc. I forgot that I did that.
in the area. But you can hear Orcish being spoken from down here somewhere. Multiple voices, and you can also hear Orcish being spoken from... Why did they number these so weirdly?
I think that was the first time I've ever used a spell on stream.
As well as wolves.
Ooh!
There's like doggy sounds coming
Dogs!
from this one.
I want
here.
a dog!
Alright, so for directly ahead of you and to your left, but this particular area you're in, cold, filled with shit, no one's hanging out here.
Cool. Alright, I would like to activate my flicker sight.
Alright, so for the
It's
next...
a first time kind of day, y'all.
For the next minute, you create your own shadow as the immediate 5 feet all around you becomes dark light, and the surrounding, or no, it's extended. What's the enhancement bonus on your armor?
+5.
Alright, so,
It's just Peruvian instant darkness wherever I go.
yeah, you have 25 feet of glitchy magical darkness going on around you, and then dim light extending beyond that. When people attempt to look at you, they can only see shadows. So it's not to say that you're emitting magical darkness. You're not. It's just as people go to look at your form specifically, that's what they see. So even Magner looks over at you, and he only sees shadow. But you don't see that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything is still normal.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, everything would be normal for me anyways because my true sight's on. But,
I know,
yeah.
I just, in terms of helping you understand the experience you put
Gotcha.
everyone else through.
Gotcha. I'd like to whisper to Magner. I'd like to say, hey, buddy, if you're looking for me, look around, and where you see shadow, that's where I am. I know it's disconcerting, but this way nobody else can see me.
It'd be funny because he'd literally have to start doing like this to like not make eye contact with you in order to be like able to see normally.
Poor Magner.
And just be like, I put that together. If I hold one eye shut, everything seems to work.
Okay, good.
I think maybe we should split up in this case?
Yeah, let's do it.
Where should I go?
I hate splitting the party.
Actually, give me 1 second.
You're gonna activate your sanctuary.
I need to do my memory of 1,000 lifetimes.
Okay.
Because I was imparted my memory via Fey presence from an Archfey.
Oh yeah. Ooh, you're dropping.
From an
You guys, that
Archfey.
was a real tight butthole moment there for a
Have
minute.
a-
Oh boy.
Pretty solid chance of coming away from this, so
Good.
I would be level 20, she's 21, so I've got to get a 42% or lower to get my memories back.
Come on, Magner.
Memories and abilities.
Come on, Magner. Damn
84.
it! Oh, you were so close. Or never mind, you weren't so close. I don't understand.
Alright, so at an 84, the memories don't come back.
You're doing great.
And I just get out my axe and shield, and I'm just going to be ready to do whatever melee I can. I also have light spell training. Can lay on hands.
Good.
Cure light wounds.
Okay, that's probably what I'm gonna use you for, my dude. So don't get too hyped with the spells.
He has a whopping 8 spell points.
Yeah, do not get hyped at all with the spells.
Actually, no. Level 3 is my first spell casting. I have 2 spell points.
You may only use lay on hands if I am dead.
Well, that's my class ability. I get that.
Oh, okay. All right. You can only heal me if I am dead.
Okay. Alright, so the wisp.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Alright.
I'd like to...
Investigate.
Yeah.
Here goes.
And I can speak Orcish.
The likelihood that someone speaks Orcish on the other side of this wall is low, but we'll find out. It's an 18 on the die.
20... Hold on. 29.
You find a loose stone
Ooh, a loose
that pulls
stone.
out, and behind it
Okay.
is hidden a locked strong box, similar to what you'd find in like a those banks that hold things.
Yeah.
What kind of thing? What those are called?
Safety deposit box.
Yeah, safety deposit box.
Do I
Similar to
get XP for that?
Sure.
A boom.
So, Yeah, you want to open it?
I'd like to check it for traps with my thieves' tools.
Well, you're going to have to anyway, because it's locked.
Well, yeah, but...
Goes.
Alright,
Definitely not trapped.
Plus 29.
Definitely locked.
Plus 29. It's not
You
locked anymore.
pull out one of your false keys and jam it in until you get the right match, and then force it open. Inside, you find... Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
A dukes! 4.
Okay. Gotta pull out the calc.
Calc me up, baby. Sorry, that was weird. I don't like that. I apologize to stream.
Alright, so inside are minted Tegan gold bars.
Ooh.
That's Tuigan.
Tiguan.
For 360,000.
Ah!
As well.
Wait, hold on. 360k. That's gonna go a long way towards making sure we get out of this hellscape.
As well as a flask of unholy water.
Woo! Gotta hide that from Edwin. You know Edwin would be a real asshole.
You'd be damaged by it.
Well, yeah, but he'd be real mad that I had it, so.
And this has a symbol, or I guess not a symbol. This particular bottle, I would say, is made out of a combination of humanoid bone and clay and beeswax. And its defining feature would probably be a glassed eyeball.
Ooh, gross. Solid.
Petrified or otherwise. And then ritualistically coated in blood.
Nice.
On the reg to keep the unholiness preserved inside.
Nice. I'll take that.
So that's what you have. It's very
puppy.
orcish, very spooky.
Take that puppy.
Okay.
Asphodel, I'm getting so much loot.
Alright, so you remove that stone, lockpick the box, pull it out a little bit, retrieve the gold bar, retrieve the unholy water, slide it back, put it in. That leaves you with just the remaining movement. That would be action and bonus.
Okay. So, that was 20?
Mm-hmm.
25, 30, 35.
Alright, looking around the corner, you see a short flight of stairs that lead up to a large, iron-bound door with a blood-stained human skull fixed to the center of the lock, the always locked door, with an iron spike. And you can hear a deep voice speaking in Orcish,
which I speak.
so it sounds muffles to you, but there's definitely him doing something with large creatures, and you can hear them kind of like tussling around, and he keeps repeating certain words. You maybe hear 3-4 different words that are being repeated, and then followed by a sudden burst of action. Again,
oh no, I can't hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm back.
All right, so Magner.
Godspeed, my dude.
He's gonna go ahead and use his own, he's gonna use his spell point.
Oh no, yeah, use his spell point. Use his spell point.
All right, so he's gonna go ahead and cast Sanctuary.
Yeah.
So he goes into the next room, and he's looking around, and
You didn't tell me Ben was coming over.
He is?
I think.
Oh, later.
Yeah, they said he might come over a smidge early.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go do some magic stuff. I'd like to use some of this cash for some magic stuff before I blow the rest of it on fucking books.
Woo! Okay, sorry, I'm ready. I'm focused.
Okay, so the fuck? Oh, I see. And it kind of comes down, looks around. I'm not seeing much of anything either. And
I did a dumb
I'm gonna come
thing.
check here. I'm gonna come check here. And I'm just kind of lost and angry at
Oh,
no
Max.
action but locked doors.
Oh, Maggie.
So we go from Magner back to the Wisp.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. Close enough to hear him, right?
Let's go ahead and get a perception check. It's an iron door, so you're gonna have to beat a DC 15. And that you did.
That is a 25.
The words are stuff like stop, go, or more to the effect of like heal and attack.
Dog shit. Okay. And I heard doggy noises.
Yeah, and definitely this deep baritone is coming from a large pair of lungs. It's not only a deep voice, but it is a bellow voice. Whoever's emitting it is big.
Okay. I don't want to fuck with any wolves today.
Okay.
He can have his day with the doggies. No bigs.
Ivy is worn on your body, right?
Yeah.
He is going to he's gonna let his band fire without a bolt.
Oh, he's gonna little twang.
A snap, kind of. As you start to look the other way, go ahead and make an insight check to discern what Ivy is saying. Because you're attuned with it, right?
Yeah.
You only need to get above a 10.
Okay, well,
So
I
guess,
have a plus 14.
don't get a 1.
Nice. 16.
Dude, you have rolled 4 2s.
And I have succeeded every one of those rolls.
Ivy's implication is that this is likely the highest up or next to highest up person.
Oh, and is the door
And
open?
are likely going to have answers.
Oh, yes. Alright, is the door open at all?
Door is not. It's definitely shut and locked, and it will be locked by bar on the other side.
My mage hand is still active.
Okay.
So I'm gonna...
You're gonna move the bar?
I'm gonna... 5... yeah, I'm gonna move that bar with my little mage hand.
Is that a bonus action you utilize?
No, it's my action.
Okay.
But that's okay.
So the bar slides out of the locks on the main door. I assume you spend all round to do it very slowly and quietly. Alright, so at the very end of that 6 seconds you hear that small to let you know that it's just cleared and crested. And that door drifts open about 2 centimeters. And the roar of the wolf really starts to get, or the bark of the wolf when they go through certain exercises really starts to get loud. Agner starts heading back.
Baby, come back.
I found more doors.
Nice.
Do you hear the size of that thing?
Yeah, it's big. How should I approach this, Mags? Little Maggity.
My memory of 1,000 lifetimes isn't up for grabs, but I still have divine inspiration.
Yeah!
Oh wait, no, I don't get that for another 2 levels.
No! Damn it, Maggie.
I want to ask my god to intervene. Which, quite honestly, we've only got 8 more rounds.
Come on, do it!
Alright, so anyway, it is your turn.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay?
I'm gonna ready an action.
Okay?
5, 10, 15. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay?
So what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna shove this door open. I'm gonna look at the dude.
Mm-hmm.
If the dude looks like he is ready to kill,
Yeah?
and or if he has one of Gregar's blades on him, I'm gonna shoot him twice. If he doesn't, I'm just gonna stay there.
So it costs an action to open a door.
I'm gonna shove the door open and hope for the best.
Alright, so shoving the door open, it doesn't really matter the particular surprise, because I have to even try to see you.
Oh boy. Good luck.
Let's say it's not even my turn. I can't. I look to the door, and even though it's slammed open, there's shadow. There is an ogre.
Oh boy!
With 2 dire wolves.
Oh boy! He's not even an orc. I'm
working
on
on different exercises. But you notice one thing about him. He's missing an eye.
Oh, fuck! Dusty!
And as you kind of come in, he was working on them with chains and doing small attack maneuvers to specific parts. You see different wooden figures on the ground in different positions with different weapons.
Great.
And he's trying to get it to hook into different areas by using meats. Here's actually a picture of what he looks like.
Oh, he's so scary. Oh, I've made a terrible decision. I should have left him alone.
Definitely has
Should have left him alone.
one of Durgeddon's weapons.
Oh,
Seems to be a great axe.
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
Smiles, and the 2 wolves he's got are named Vac and Thrag.
Back
And as you slam the door open, he smiles at you, but
he smells some shadows is what he does.
let's say until his turn, he doesn't have a choice. But this is a surprise moment.
Oh, it is. Oh, I can't do anything.
So you got to resolve your turn, and then we'll do surprise.
Okay.
And then if you win surprise, you'll get to go again.
Okay, I'm done with my action. So I'm done with my turn.
No, we still have to resolve the action.
What action?
You slam the door open.
Yeah.
So when you slam the door open, that takes no action. It just everyone is suddenly drawn to it. But this is the one circumstance where it's like
I thought you said it took an action to interact with the door.
if you open a door, which would be using it functionally. One hand.
Like turning it?
Not turning it. I mean, there are no knobs. In this case, it would have just been opening it slowly and quietly.
Oh.
Potentially no one would have
Okay.
seen.
Oh, okay. So me just being
that's
like,
how we
no,
always
bam.
treat doors.
Me just being like, hello.
Yeah,
What's up?
when you slam it open,
Okay.
it harshes your initiative odds because you're queuing surprise, and if they win surprise, they get an entire turn before you get to go.
Okay,
You know what
so what do I need to do?
So we need to resolve your attack action.
Oh, so I can still attack him.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'm attacking him.
You're just taking a risk, because if it doesn't pay off, they could potentially get a turn to do some nasty, nasty things to you.
That's fair. Okay. Okay. So, is he surprised?
Not, I guess. Let's go ahead and resolve that surprise right now.
clarify.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. All right, so let's go ahead and resolve the surprise. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make initiative rolls against one another.
Well, bam. I'm glad that I am learning this now.
I'm gonna
after
go
2.5
ogre
years as a player.
ogre and wolves. So ogre.
All right, not great. But that is a
same for me. So I got an 18.
Oh, I beat you by 1.
Right, and then let's see about these wolves. 22.
I got a 19, but they also aren't gonna probably be able to see me. So.
All right, so.
I was.
You haven't won the surprise. He is surprised. They are not.
Okay, that's fine.
And they will get a turn.
Before me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Come. If you're looking for beef, come get it raw.
All right, so he is surprised.
Okay. So I can make my attack action now?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to gonna shoot him twice.
All right, 2 bullets from Angus as he draws up to shoulder. Loud bursts. Pop, pop.
All right, so that is what's 24.
Alright, I'm going to spend my reaction to try and parry that bullet.
Okay.
So 24. 25.
Okay. That is going to be a 26.
Can't do shit about that one.
Okay. Alright, make me a...
He slaps the first bullet out of the air, but the second one punctures his armor.
Give me that con save throw, please.
God damn it!
Yes!
Crit fail.
Yes!
So we said in these cases, that just means...
Quadruple damage?
No. Yeah.
Okay. So...
He's gonna have quad damage.
I'm gonna do thunder damage.
Alright, we get to that page. We're going to the critical hit again. If you're an RoA member, you can find it in our online archive, and
That's a 15.
you can go into the 5th edition section and in the subfolder rule books.
I didn't roll on that 20, so what happens is whenever I hit someone, whenever I successfully attack someone, they have to, I automatically, if they're surprised, I automatically get I automatically go to the crit table. Whenever I hit, I get a crit, which is really nice. And then he rolled a crit fail on his Death Strike save throw, which is an ability I got at level 17 as an assassin that makes it so that I get to do double damage. So I get to do double damage on the crit table pretty much every time I hit somebody, which is very, very fun.
And that's double weapon damage, not sneak attack, but...
Yeah.
Okay, so Thunder at 15 is 8. Or I guess, yeah, so for the weapon damage, you're already rolling 4 times.
Yeah.
On the Thunder damage, you're going to roll that 8 times.
Great. 1, 2,
And then a minor injury.
3.
Can we do the minor injury first, D20?
Yep. 15.
Alright, this is this is hitting him at the heart. So it's hitting him somewhere in the chest.
Okay. Double sneak attack would be very OP. Okay. So my thunder damage, I do 3d8 thunder damage.
So you'll do a total of 8 times 3.
Plus.
So what's 8 times 3 is?
8 times 3 is 24.
So let's do thunder damage first.
That's
Do the 24 thunder damage. 24d8 thunder damage.
24d8 thunder damage.
And then we'll do the 46 piercing.
I think I probably have 28d6.
Or the whatever, 4 times piercing.
Let me get my days. I almost just said, so we can just use D16s. That's
the
not
old
a
D16.
thing. Pull out all your D16s, y'all. Ugh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, dates. 11. 12. I'm just gonna roll 12 twice because I don't feel like trying to find more, to be honest. So there's 3 and 7 is 10. 20. 30. 41. 41 plus 13 would be 54.
Okay.
So 54.
54.
8 and 2 is 10. 16 and 4 is 20. 30. 49. So 49 plus whatever I just said.
54.
54. And then I do quadruple. So I'll do my sneak attack damage now.
Okay.
Which is 14d6. So, wow, I got some very good ones and some not great ones. 10, 20, 30, 6, 36, and then I do quad damage, so I'll do another 8d6.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Alright, okay. Not my best rolls, but that'll do. Pig, that'll do. Another 10, 17. So I hope you were keeping track of that.
I was. Okay, so here we go.
I like to roll my own dice, Yoshi.
Total damage is 156.
156.
Which is past my halfway threshold.
Nice.
So that means
That I need to look up System Shock.
I believe it is a D8. Your System Shock is in the DMG.
Are you sure?
Not 100, but I think that's
I
what
think
happened
last time. There's always a fun argument, not an argument, but a fun, like, System Shock. 273. D10.
8.
The creature can't take reactions until the end of its next turn.
Fuck. Okay, so
Bummer, dude.
I'm not down. I also have
Not feeling great,
disadvantage
though.
on my constitution.
Your Constitution
On my
save
Constitution
throws.
save throws, as I was shot in the chest. So he looks definitely really caught by that bullet. Your final part of your turn, you can move 15 feet.
Gonna move 5, 10, so that Magner's within my mystery swirling hell.
Okay. So you fire a shot and retreat to that back corner by a fire basket where you had removed the loose stone to get the storage container that had the gold and the unholy water in it.
Oh, and I'd like to
looking down
whisper.
or up the stairs.
I'd like to whisper to Magner. Angry ogre and also probably some angry wolves.
And they bound around the corner.
Incoming, my dude.
Alright, so there's a lot going on here. I've got to see what I can find. These wolves do have dark vision. So it's really just coming down to who I can see. So go ahead and pick up your stealth.
Roll.
Is it 20?
So that is a 31.
Alright. And 16?
31.
Alright, so they look in like your general direction and towards him and just kind of keep running.
Nice! Don't have to fight some wolves today. That was my biggest concern,
They
to be
cue
honest.
attacks of opportunity as they pass by.
I'm not
Magner's
gonna use,
taking his.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use mine because I'm not fucking. I can't do anything with an reaction. Damn!
Whiff. He wildly fires overhead with his axe. And isn't quite able to get the blow, but they continue moving.
Bye! Have a good time.
Alright. And then we get to actual play, which means initiative time. Big bad ogre man
29.
has disadvantage on his roll for getting shot in the chest. So
I'm really happy with myself, to be perfectly honest, you guys. I'm very content. Holy shit.
okay, and then the wolves
Whew.
come
Wolves
in
do not
at
do great.
12. And where are you and Magner?
I got a 29. Is Magner with me?
Yeah.
29.
God damn. So it's gonna go
Initiative
Wisp,
buffs.
Wolf, Ogre. Alright, Wisp, you're up.
Okay. So I only hit this door open.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna stand right around this corner and just pop around and pop him a couple times.
I see what you're saying. It was, yeah. All right. So with your shoulder
Pop,
to
pop,
the door, you
Or I guess pop.
tactfully
pop,
aim back around the door and fire off more shots.
Is he surprised?
Let's find out.
Am I making a stealth roll?
No, we're back to the initiative thing.
Okay.
Yes. Water the fucking as he savors the wound in his chest, he didn't think it could get any worse after the bullets ran off, but
And he thought fucking
silent
wrong.
death comes from around the corner.
Okay. That is a 27.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can't take reactions. That is a what's 15 plus 17? 30 something?
Hit for Constitution.
32.
God damn it, I lost so much of my Constitution mod. 17.
Fail. And
15.
Alright. So the first one's gonna do sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Let's roll on that table. Rizzle on that to table.
Which damage type are you doing?
I'll stick with thunder.
Okay,
that
we're
was
doing
pretty
one.
helpful. All things considered. I got a 1.
So normal.
Okay. And then do you want me to do the other one as
Yes.
well? Sure. What?
Back
This
to
die
back.
is going in
Crit
dice
fails.
jail. That's going
to
fuck
back.
you. You're in
Crit
dice jail.
fails.
Fuck you. You've lost your die of
And
privileges.
it's cool because when it crit fails, it says dough.
Yeah. It's,
Like
I mean, I don't know if I would go with cool. Annoying.
I thought it was cool.
It's fun. It's fun for the other dice. But
Alright,
when
so
you get
normal old hits.
Okay. But they're doubled. So,
Yes.
alrighty. So, let me pick up all my dice, right click.
Even on a normal critical hit,
Okay.
her hands are being loaded with dice. You can see her loading just a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like a lot, but it's quite a bit.
I do 14d6 sneak attack. I do 2d6 weapon. I do 3d8 thunder. So I'm doing 16d6 plus 3d8.
Okay.
For a normal, so I'll do this twice, right? Or just the sneak attack once. Well, because it's double damage. So.
11.
Thank you for counting.
19, 22, 25, 29, 30, 32, 35, 38, 41, 42, 46, 50, 53.
63, 73.
Got it.
And then I'll roll all that
Don't
again.
worry about it.
Okay.
As you go around the shoulder, or as you go around the corner and fire that first bullet, so I guess the second bullet never...
Yeah, so I just got an extra.
Well, we already... Yeah, I mean, we would have found out from the first one. So the second bullet won't count as fired. So the first bullet slams back into his chest again, this time hitting him fatally in the heart. Luckily, I have sacrificed my eye to Grunch. And so I am blessed with temporary undeath. And my rage, or not my rage, but my orcish blood-infused ability allows me to go for one more round after I hit 0.
Good luck trying to find me, bitch.
That deal is only negated if I reach true death, which means half of my HP in negatives. So if you want to shoot that second bullet, you can. I am currently at negative 31, and I need to get to a negative 100.
No, because I can't do that much damage in one round.
With the second bullet, you couldn't do 40, or you couldn't do 70 damage?
Not unless... No, because I only get 1 sneak attack per turn.
Yeah.
That's called integrity, and I hate it. So... I'll shoot him anyway, just for the fun of it. I already would have shot him. I already would have done normal damage, so... Just for kicks and giggles.
We're going to keep tracking the negatives and see if we can...
Is that right? Oh no, sorry, that's one too many. Decent. Alright. You are also going into dice jail.
15, 22, he's at negative 53. Second bullet fires into the ogre.
Okay.
As he screams in rage.
Okay, and then how much movement do I have?
You've moved 15 feet so far.
Okay. 10, 15, right, to get back down. That's... Or I guess...
It would be 20, 25, but yeah.
Yeah, 25, 30. And then I'm just gonna stick out.
Alright, so going back to the fire basket.
I'm trying to make sure that Magner doesn't die today. Even though he's a construct, I don't want him to die.
Well, this dude gets pissed and comes a romping through.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find anybody. Alright, I've got 15.
I have got a 29.
Alright.
Two fucking crit fails in a row. That's so rude.
I move through.
Excuse me.
And Magner takes his reaction.
Alright. Whoa!
Oh!
Magner got a crit!
You see that glowing?
Wow.
Juicy natch.
This is the only time that I've ever been excited about your juicy natch. That's not true. Other times.
Well, I'll go ahead and make this my holy strike.
Yes.
Alright.
Do it.
I can't. It's an opportunity attack.
Never mind.
So I'm at slashing. Roll
high, roll high.
Oh!
Double crit. Double juicy nash. Man, the luck of the dice has been.
All right, so.
Today.
God. The hell, Magner.
I love Magner. And an 18.
All right, so as he comes bumbling past us, Magner jumps off of the fire basket, and in midair, so he's got his wooden or his metal round shield on his left. He kind of jumps up and uses it to like catch the front chest plate of the armor of the ogre, and as it kind of like slides in, he takes his boots and digs his heels into what would be like the rib cage using his shield, and just swings the axe over and splits the skull of the orc. And much like watching a watermelon get cracked or a cantaloupe, you know, brain matter immediately spurts and hemorrhage, spews blood, and extremely pop streams. But yeah, he's immediately stunned, bleeding everywhere, and the critical hit with my double max damage, plus a couple of major injuries and bleeding. In stunning him, his turn is effectively ended.
He's dead.
And Magner rides him to the ground.
Gross. I want to loot that body. Let me loot your bod.
Alright, so we go from that dude.
And then I'm okay with just having killed that. Oh, and
Since it's still Magner's turn, since he was supposed to go on yours, since you want to loot that body, he checks him over and hands you that great axe.
Give me that axe, nice. Okay.
And then I'm going to go in here.
I'd better give so much goddamn money for giving those fucking Dwergar's blades back.
You ready for this?
Baron Alton. Oh my god, I literally, my body has never been more ready. That's 2. That's...
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
5.
Damn. Alright, we're doing some math here.
Is that some gold math?
Some gold math.
Oh my god. My favorite kind of math. Oh my god.
Are you serious? Did I really just roll that? That's pretty ridiculous.
Oh my god. How you doing down there, Asphodel? Nice. Sorry, I just yelled on stream. Sorry, stream. That was such bad stream habit. I apologize for blowing out y'all's mics.
It's a bad stream habit. I've got to try and do this another way. Alright, so.
Do what another way? How much gold did I just get?
So 10 times 10 would be 100.
100.
Right? He yells back, "I think you're going to want to see this."
Oh, I'm sweating, you guys.
So I just found, and I'm going to use this as a pun just for you, Vendrasi. You just found a Tegan Horde, Horde, not Hoard, or it would be Hoard and not Horde.
Yeah, DRDE. Yeah.
204 million.
We can go home. We can go home.
These plated bars are from Karatur and bear marks completely foreign to
We
Pharaoh.
can go home.
Along with that, there's an unidentified potion and an unidentified rapier.
I feel like this is a very appropriate song right now. I wish we could play Cardi B on stream. Man, I wish we could play Cardi B on stream.
Alright, so after y'all's turn, the wolves.
Oh, are the wolves coming back? You gotta find us first.
They just smelled his death. So I'm looking towards you.
gotta find me first.
I mean, outside of a juicy match. I don't know that it's gonna happen.
That is a 29. Yeah, close.
12.
Just baffled by the death that has befallen their father.
Yeah, so they get here and just kind of start howling.
Oh no! And I'm bummed that there aren't as many people as there normally are because I am
The Wisp.
the best. I am the best.
The Wisp, you're up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. I was just luxuriating. Oh, okay. Alright, you gotta find me to do an attack of opportunity. 10. I guess, do I need to come up and get all that gold?
I'm gonna say you can bring it to you. It's
okay.
not all that gold. He's essentially got, I would describe it as this. It is a circular disc that has multiple keys in it. It looks like it maybe goes on a wall with something. And it's probably about as big like this. It looks like it maybe fits in something. One half is a phoenix. The other half is a dragon.
I'm so emotional.
And
okay.
it's one of the most beautiful things. But you can see that from when it was made, this is an incredibly rare artifact of currency that would have been used to buy something extreme.
Like a country. Like my freedom. That was really poetic, and I hope that stream liked that. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Well, with our
time limitation. We're about at time. I was gonna say, I'm good ending here because we're at time, and I got what I came here for.
All right, and so we retreat.
I'd also like to rip off one of his ears as we go, for the record.
We retreat.
Oh my god, I'm so excited that I'm sweating.
From the orc-held level back down to the recesses of the Underdark.
You better affirm the shit out of me, Billy.
Into the Foundry, where you're able to show Matt Asphodel and Edwin your strange currency.
I am. I want for the record.
Potions and blood. Massive amount of blood.
When I come in, I want to start just screaming, "We can go home! We can go home! We can go home!" That's what I want to scream. Just
waving it in the air.
And also, I'm not particularly strong, so I'm like, "We can go home!" I'm so excited. Billy, please affirm the shit out of me. Bashane, please affirm the shit out of me.
Alright, and so with the end of gameplay, we move to Affirmation Station.
Oh, this was a good one. Y'all get to stay out because y'all get to go to fucking dice jail.
So my Affirmation Station today
oh my god,
goes to,
I'm sweating.
I drew this map and have even tried to sell this map since I made it, and it hasn't happened. And today, we had some scheduling difficulties, we had some sickness, and we prevailed. And it's always good to have these kind of resources at our disposal, and I'm just really happy that on an off day where seemingly we all feel like shit and nothing's going right, we can go kill some orc captain in some random map and make millions of dollars. So Affirmation Station goes out to this map. I tried to sell you, and you redeemed it with some extremely, extremely heavy loot.
Holy shit, I'm so excited.
Yeah, let me pull up the calculator. When I read the integer for the first time, I was just like, what?
Oh, that's 204 million.
What did I say?
2.4.
Oh, yeah,
204 million gold. I am the richest person who's ever lived and ever will live.
Well, it definitely helps you understand what kind of money Durnan made to be able to come back, buy something in Waterdeep, and buy the only entrance from the surface world to this portal. For centuries he's held this lease. Yeah, it takes $1 million to do shit like that. Or it takes millions to do shit like that. So what about you? What's yours?
Mine is, big shout out goes out to Magner.
Yeah.
Because he helped a lot. Also, big shout out to Can I Affirm Myself?
Yeah.
I used a spell for, I think, the first time today that I've ever used a spell. Like, since my very first character, Moira. Which was, 2.5 years ago now?
Long, long time ago.
The first time I've used a spell in 2.5 years. I super could. That's very true. So big ups to Magnar, big ups to myself. Also, big ups, this is a very fucking cool map, and I'm really glad that we got to play on it, and also I'm really glad that I got to kill so many things. Also, I didn't have to kill any troglodytes. I did get to explode a fucking lizard.
I'm gonna say it was
cool.
about to happen. It was coming.
Yeah. Oh man. Thank God for my dice, except for you.
Body. One moment. Well, all right. With Affirmation Station complete, we're gonna roll to our credits. Don't forget to check out. Huh?
You had better tell everyone that we know about this, please.
I already do. So,
I feel like I could kill somebody in real life.
Couple of things are we have our upcoming shield meet. Let me get our credits rolling. We have our upcoming shield meet on the 21st. If you're in Northwest Arkansas, check out our Facebook link in the About section. That event is going to be coming out this evening, and if you're interested in playing, please, please, please come by. And outside of that, check out our Patreon. We're always looking for some people to help subscribe, and right now we're just trying to get these maps released out for everyone to use, but everything's kind of coming and going in nice orderly fashion, but this shield meet is really all we're looking forward to, and everything else in the meantime is just going to be fun. We'll be back next weekend with episode 6 as we continue the Foundry and to explore this dragon that Magnar warned us of.
Oh yeah, there's a dragon.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye, y'all.